to do it.
Talk about the strength. Okay. I'm gonna get out my docs for just to get ready on that note. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. For the sake of our returned Warforge, who has been off on his own adventure, which we're gonna check in on this session. We had a lot going. A lot has happened recently. Just yesterday, much has been revealed. Vincent Trench revealed to Tally that he believes with a 90 high, very, very sure that the Cassleanters are Dark Six worshippers. They intentionally or accidentally sacrificed their firstborn son to the Keeper, one of their dark gods, in exchange for wealth. They have since acquired a ritual from another Dark Six god known as the Shadow that seems to be based on the appeasement of the Keeper. He suspects that uh, the souls of their children do indeed remain in the possession of the Keeper, thus why they are trying to perform this ritual to have the souls of their children freed from his clasps. This is unconfirmed. That is speculatory. But the things that are known by Vincent Trench are this. As I've said, they intentionally or accidentally sacrificed their firstborn son to the Keeper for wealth. He's like very sure. He's pretty sure about that. No substantial proof, but very sure, but pretty sure. They did acquire a ritual from unknown means from the Shadow or the Shadow's worshippers, a ritual meant to appease the Keeper. And he suspects is the purpose for their wishing of this platinum. Um, he is pretty sure, but he's not sure. He doesn't know, but it's a fair bet to guess that these children's souls remain in the balance, which is why they're doing this. He warns Tally, caution. Dark Six worshippers can be unpredictable and they can be dangerous, so be careful when dealing with the Casslelanters. The party, having heard this, have decided it would be best to go talk to the Casslelanters, confront them directly, and understand what it is, their intentions, their darkness, their evil. Not confront them in combat, but certainly bring it up in conversation. They hold the last eye that you need should you acquire one. So that's where the party is headed today, the day after, on the 3rd. Gron has basically sworn himself in the name of the Templars of the Silver Flame and on the lost life of Benric de Condaric, that he will have Sedan Boromar's head, and he will make his death slow and painful. Sephia and the Casslelanter team are doing a long-term stakeout over Colat Towers. And the party made contact with the master thief known as the Black Viper, a a figure shrouded in infamy, mystery, a very dangerous, legendary character who can assassinate, steal, burglarize, or do anything to whoever they want with impunity. They are essentially the Batman of Sharn. And the party made contact. Selena was put in charge of negotiations, and she drove a very hard bargain of 500 gold pieces for the heist, the assisted heist of the Colat Towers, to which the Black Viper agreed. So long as that you would work together on this heist, as it is a very daring heist, one she would not wish to perform herself. She agreed to go out and acquire, quote unquote, 5 pass amulets required to make the whole party get through the shields surrounding Colat Towers, leaving the last one to all of you for fun. She will return to you tomorrow night with that, which you can expect in game tonight. Let's see. The party helped out with some skeletons in the graveyard the day before, and that's kind of where we left things. Ron's magic axe appeared at the Steam and Steel. Tally now is in possession of some pretty cool dinosaur leather, studded leather armor studs. Pretty freaking cool. And the party spoke at length about what they wish to do with the gold when they acquire it, and thus why they're on the way to the Casslelanters, confront them about their affiliations with the Dark Six. It's also worth noting that Nero's contact in the High Raptors finally came forward to the group and spoke to you all putting forth their proposition. Go find the gold, bring it to us. We will buy the seats on the Council of Boromar. Once we do so, Sidon will have lost his legacy, he will have lost his home, and he'll be on the run, in which you guys can do whatever you want with them. And you would also get seats on the Boromar Council to run the most powerful crime syndicate in Braylon, if not Corvair, how you would please alongside these high rappers. This proposition, I think, was held well by Gron and Nero. Selena and Katosh were a little more reluctant, and Tally kind of was undecided. But well, I think it was eventually decided to go talk to the Cassleanters. So we're gonna pick up not with the party on their sky coach ride up to Skyway to confront the Cassleanters, but instead, today is the day that our Warforged is meant to meet with the freed captive Otto, a Tarkanan, so that he might show, not Aaron, but
Oh, sorry, Darwin.
Darwin. Thank you. Sorry. We'll show Darwin into the Tarkanan later, as he has a aberrant dragon there. So we're gonna pick up there. Darwin, you were told you weren't there for the Tarkanan infiltration, but you were told, and so you know exactly where to go. You make your way to the House of Healing that the party confronted. You make your way up to the door, and you find Otto. He's looking a little bit better, but you can see he's still maybe got some dark circles under his eyes, maybe a little haunted by his recent torture as he stands outside of this pretty much deserted, like healing, like it's kind of a roadhouse a little bit that doesn't have anybody going in or out. He looks to you and he says, hi. Kind of looking around suspiciously, he goes, good to see you again. You you still sure you want to go in?
Uh, Darwin looks up at the building, takes pause, and like nods his head, like, "Yes, I'm sure. I want to see what this is about."
Awesome, excellent. I'll be happy to introduce you to some people. You're in luck. We're holding some gladiator games today, and yeah, come on inside. Uh, and if I may, just try and keep an open mind. We get a bad rap, you know. Uh, all right, let's go. It'll be good.
Mhm.
Uh,
Stripping to the tire.
he smiles at you, and he will take you into the layer. So let's go there. Um, okay. No, no. Where are you? Uh, man, where the fuck? There it is. Okay. You are going to so I'm doing a little as we go here. Let's see, reports. There we go. You make your way through Teresa's House of Healing, as you are told it's called. I gotta change the music here a little bit. Sorry, I must admit I'm doing a tiny bit of catch up as we go. Catching up myself.
Good.
Um, okay. Come on. What is that? Oh, okay. You make your way inside. He knocks on the door, and he would say, "What does he say?" He's gonna say, "The body star shines bright tonight." And turns around, gives you a look of like, "That's the password," and you're like, "Great."
Oh.
Um, You're allowed inside, and they take you to the kitchen. A rug is pulled back for a trapdoor, and you descend alongside Otto. You get into a boat, and you sail down a little like kind of sewer, sort of like forgotten sewer system riverway a bit, and you make your way by like this kind of literal hole in the wall tavern that's kind of been built into the ruins, these like ancient ruins of some kind. And onward from that, you step off from the little jetty into the lair itself. Um, you make your way along and following Otto as you go, you find your way into this like gladiator pit. You see a couple of people are fighting and fighting well. Those guys are not here. I think it's him. People are shouting raucously, excitedly, and you'll see that like most of everybody has a mark, has an aberrant mark in different places of their body, different shapes. And uh, you haven't revealed to Otto that you are aberrant marked, right? It was just kind of like a, hey, you can come here if you want, right? But you find yourself in here where you're probably one of the like maybe the only place in the world where you would be openly welcomed for exactly what you are. He says, "Oh, grab a seat. Yeah, one of the servers will get you something. Watch some games, and I'll see if I can get Amerigo's attention. I'm sure he'd love to speak with you."
Oh, he's in America.
Oh, he runs the pits. He used to run it with well, another one of us, but he died recently. It's fine. He runs the pits. He's a good guy. Just sit here. I'll be back in a minute. And yeah, he leaves you. You're like the only Warforged in here, and you get some looks as you sit tensely amongst the enemy. You get some looks by being the Warforged here, but like people are a little like, oh, you could say they're whispering, like, oh, that's unusual. But if you catch their eye, you know, their reaction is to like raise a drink to you. Like, oh, that's weird. Okay, sure. Um,
Returns and
and
nods.
excellent. Turns and nods. Let's see. All right, let's get the video. Okay, so the arena is six. There we go. All right, you are approached by this dwarf who is in the company of Otto. He is wearing a, well, I'll just send you a picture of him actually. He's kind of a funny looking dude. He's not wearing his helmet right now, which will also be featured. Put in the Zoom chat.
Is this on the oh god, the tabletop RPG media thing?
Tailspire.
Tailspire, that's it.
No, this isn't on. Oh, I'll share. Am I not sharing Tailspire?
No.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm sharing Tailspire now.
You're welcome.
Yep, thank you. Definitely thank you. But no, the picture's just sent in Zoom. You see this guy walk up. Otto says, Americo, this is I must admit, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
I stay seated because I don't want to like be rude and bring height differences into it. So Darwin, and I like nodded my head and held up my hand.
Amerigo will reach out and shake your hand. I'll say, hey, pleasure. What brings you to our hidden Otto told me about all of you actually. You saved him. You're one of the people who saved him, right?
Yeah, and he seemed in a bad way, but also I feel I resonated with him somewhat. I mean, I don't know. Warforged and all, it's hard to fit in sometimes, and yeah, I wanted to check things out here, see if this was a place I could meet people and maybe make friends.
Well, let me ask you a very simple question that will determine what kind of friends you'd be making around. Are you are you marked?
Uh, Darwin, I guess, usually he's, I guess, trying to not be super still because that tends to be disconcerting to people, but I do go still. Um, and then I slowly reach up and tug down part of my cloak to reveal the mark that I have.
Got it. I will say though, just in the middle there, when you go like still and you kind of freeze, he kind of puts his hands up like this a little bit. He says, now listen, all right? We our kind not welcome, and the rest of Corvair. Certain instincts are built. I understand your caution, but know that if you are, you're welcome here. If you're not, the gladiatorial pits are open to you, and you can make friends with the other warriors. So it's your choice. And if you still wish to, reveal your mark.
Yeah, I do still reach up and pull down the uh, cloak and like shift some of the bandoliers so that he can see the mark, and it's like rusty nature on my body on like the armored plating. But then I say, uh, this body is star doesn't shine so bright.
Uh,
And then I like give a wink to Otto.
uh, Otto smiles at you, and both of them look with fascination, as you expect. They don't see many warforges around with aberrant marks, and they look at it with deep fascination. But Amerigo swings his big dwarf hand and claps you on the shoulder. Um, and he's gonna say, "Well, welcome, brother. Welcome." And Otto's like, welcome, yeah. And they both sort of, Otto looks a little like, I had no idea, like right on his face. And he claps your shoulder and they celebrate. Um, uh, Amerigo kind of goes, oh, you gotta let me introduce you. Is that all right with you, lad?
Oh,
To the house, of course.
oh, yes, I'd love to.
He gestures his hand broadly as they're cheering as one of the gladiatorial matches ended. And he says, goes, brothers and sisters, we have ourselves a new member of the house. We have a new brother. And everyone kind of, and they all sort of like applaud loudly. Yeah, people cheers. Immediately, the sort of like dangerous vibe of this place and the sort of like tension of this place sort of cracks around you. There's still the secret, of course, of your affiliations, but you're suddenly like celebrated and greeted by these people who you would call enemy on any other day of the week. And very happily like clap you on the back and they call you brother and they say, well, welcome, brother, welcome to Tarkanan. Welcome, safe with us, brother. And clap you on your back. And Amigo goes, okay, hang on. He goes, my brother Darwin, you've got to show us what you can do. What do you say? Huh? Do you want to see what he can do? And everyone's like, ah, come on. And then he's like, come on, will you indulge us? Come on.
Sure.
He kind of like pulls you out into the middle of the gladiatorial pit. Not to fight anyone, but just like puts you on display a little bit.
Okay. I trying to figure out who I should like cast it on. I guess like Otto would like be a good target. So like hey Otto, would you? I need a partner. Do you mind coming down with me?
So long as it's not gonna melt my eyes out of my head or something. There's a
Nah,
bit
it's
of
not too bad.
there's a laugh at Otto, and then you say that, and Otto's like, "What?" And everyone laughs and raucously at that as well. And you brought out, and he goes, "Okay." And Amerigo steps back, and Otto looks a little nervous, doesn't know what you're gonna do.
Then I uh like look intensely at Otto. My eyes go from like blue and flare purple as I cast silvery barbs on Otto.
Oh, okay, cool. You cast little silver barbs. Um, maybe you get Otto to like do
Well,
something. You're
yeah.
like hit me or something, and he's like, all right, for sure, and he'll do a really shitty hit. He's not a fighter. And then your mark will sort of like like flare out, like make a whole um display, as that is how the magic works. It glows and sort of blasts him with power. It strengthens you as you gain advantage on your next whatever. But his fist kind of like, as he's kind of like terrified in the moment, he swings wide and falls on his butt, and everyone kind of laughs and applauds and goes, "Yeah, impressive!" And Emerito goes, now that is useful, very useful indeed. Some people don't always get useful things." And he kind of throws his arm around. He goes, we have plenty of people in the kitchen who can create food and water, but we got a place for everyone here, and you've got quite a talent.
Oh, thank you. What can you do?
Oh, fuck. What can I do? Let's find out. He says, oh, unfortunately, I can't do anything too interesting. I got Charm Person. Very useful for some individuals, but, I'm not so much the go out and run missions type, but I whip these gladiators into shape, keep them on the right arrow, and keep things running over here.
Important role. Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. And I'm happy to do it. Well, we got to find you somewhere to sleep, huh? Otto, why don't you find, you're sorry, we don't get a lot of war points. I apologize. What would you like? We got to get you some living quarters or something, somewhere you can rest your, steel.
Yes, I could use a room. I don't need much of a bed, but I can use a room. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Actually, I'm sorry, go
on. Oh, go. Yeah, he just says absolutely. And we kind of cut to, it gets kind of montagey at this point, where Otto just kind of like, I don't think you're going to get your own room, unfortunately, but he's certainly going to show you to like, I'm not going to try to reveal too many secrets, but he shows you to like living quarters, and there's like shared living space. Where would the shared live? Yeah, there's some like shared living space here and there, like rooms for people to sleep in, bunks and whatnot. And they like find you like a comfortable bunk to sleep in. And he goes, yeah, just toss your stuff here. Oh, you got to come with us to the oh shit, what's it called? That's me saying oh shit. Here it is. There it is right there. You're kind of swept into like a frenzy of camaraderie, frankly. No. Oh, it's fine. Let's see. He's going to... Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, he brings you to a sort of like recreation hall, quote unquote, that is filled with like loud music. The room is filled with chatters, members of Tarkanan. Otto's introducing you to people. It's like, oh, that's like, get a bunch of names out. He's like, oh, that's Cord, and that over there, that's Melia, and just like introducing you to everybody. They go, oh, hey, welcome. And some people are smoking pipes, some people are drinking ales, clapping hands, stomping feet. And you just kind of like swept up into this like little bit of a party where like, they're like, oh, what is it? What happens when you drink? And whatnot. There's going to be two people you do recognize, and you do think that they might have recognized you as well. You see two goblins dancing on the tables, and you recognize them as Selena's former servants. And they kind of look at you, and their faces drop, and then they like look at each other and back at you, and kind of smile broadly, wickedly, one might even say, as you two definitely recognize one another. But they don't seem to out you in the middle of everything, but that kind of makes your stomach sink a little bit. But you enjoy the camaraderie of your newfound family? The enemy, you can tell. And Otto and whoever else runs into you talks about, oh, we gotta introduce you to this person or this person. Mentioning a number of people who you expect are probably important names around here. Anything from like trainers to there's one person who like teaches. They ask you like, oh, like how, like, listen, like everybody has a job around here. Like, how do you want to help? Do you think you want to receive like proper Tarkanan training, or You want to like help out in the kitchens? Like, what do you think you want to do around here? And then someone's like, oh, Otto, there's gonna be plenty of time for that. He just got here. And he goes, yeah, you're right, you're right. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, honestly, I'd like to find out more about this mark. Are there any experts or people who have studied our marks?
Goes, oh, absolutely. You know what? I think Smile's available today. Yeah, you want to, let's go take you to talk to Smile. Um, and they take you into sort of like the living quarters where people are kind of sort of like a very, very large kind of eating hall, basically, where various people sit around, talk to one another, laugh, have some food. You recognize some people here, not personally, but like you recognize them in the sort of Tarkanan assassin guard. But they sit around and talk with their brothers and sisters and have some laughs, have some food. And you're brought into this room where you see other Tarkanan assassins kind of leave past you in a bit of like a Wolverine's first time in Xavier's mansion in the first movie, where they kind of just leave class. You're like, oh, this is a classroom. And you see wiping off the board that is literally like, it looks to be like infiltration tactics. It like literally shows like a Sharn tower, and it's got multiple arrows pointing for like points of entry and stuff. And it's like wiping off the board. And it's just you and Otto in the room. And this person turns around and you see this changeling with two rather large aberrant marks that go right up their arms. And turns around with a bit of like a resting smile, and looks at you and stares through you as you, oh, you weren't here for Smile, were you? So Smile won't recognize you either. You just see this
No, he didn't.
changeling. No, it wasn't here when you
Yeah,
guys
he
confronted
wasn't. He
Smile.
wasn't here at all. You're right.
I thought that was gonna be like here comes some interesting sort of spy game shit. But no, this person turns around. Definitely a changeling. I'm gonna seek out a picture for you, or a description at the very least, a proper description.
I'll say something interesting. The only person that actually saw Smile, like face to face, was Benrick, and then he died. Like we
That
were
is
with
true.
the group, but he was the only one. Benrick was the only one that he ever saw. So
That is very
just
true. That's
just
a
a
great
point.
point. No, absolutely, great point. You see this live changeling woman. Her hair is like got a bit of like a pinkish tint, pinkish purple tint to it, and it's sort of like a pixie cut. She has like the pupilless eyes and the black shadows around her eyes, and the rest of her skin is like white, except for these dragon marks, aberrant dragon marks that go from wrist to almost entirely up to the shoulder. She is head to toe in like black leather. She's got like a black leather sort of bodice crop top. She's got a number of like necklaces hanging around her neck that are, one of them is an eye. You're like, are those teeth? She also has like a very, very small, like sort of shoulder cloak that only goes about halfway down the back. It's sort of tattered at the edge. She's got like a feather hanging off of her side. A very unique individual. She's also got a pretty deadly looking blade sheathed at her hip, a short sword. She turns around and looks at you with a big old smile across her face. And Otto says, you can see his nervousness turns back on to be in this person's presence. Says, hey, Smile, pleasure. Hope class went well. And Smile goes, it went great. It went great. Who's your friend? We don't get a lot of Warforged down here. He goes, oh, this is Darwin. He's aberrantly marked. He's a new member of the house. And she goes, really? How interesting. Well, come right on in, Darwin. Come right on in. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I never ran into a Warforged that was marked before. This provides all manner of interesting opportunity. But let's hear about you. What can I do for you? I'm sure you must have tons of questions floating around.
Yes, I have all the questions. I want to learn about my mark. I received it in what I can only describe as an accident during the morning, and since then I've been experiencing some odd things, and so I want to find out more about this mark and make sure that it is mine and not the other way around.
Ah, you are wise to seek out such counsel in this way. I'm sure you've had no end to the number of strange things going around. Well, I can tell you plain. Let's see here. You've surely noticed, obviously, some weirdness around the mark. Maybe when you're stressed out, it sort of makes a loud hissing noise, like a snake, or maybe it hurts you to have it upon your body, or whatever it is. I'm sure every mark has its own quirk, but don't listen to those dragon marked house fools. A dragon mark can come from many different sources in many different ways. It isn't just when Jurasco bones another house and pop out a baby with both of them marked, and that one gets an aberrant mark. It's different for everyone. Sometimes it's wild magic. We even have one guy around here who survived the morning and walked out with an aberrant mark on his neck. Poor guy. But it's different for everyone. Only you could figure it out. We really have a fun time figuring out each person's special abilities and developing them, learning what it is. So tell me about your mark. You have acquired it in a strange way, you say?
Yes, it was during experiment. My creator, for lack of a better term, was experimenting with. Are you aware of what a docent is?
A Dawson's? No, I don't think I am.
Well, it's a device that you can implant in some warforges. We were studying and excavating some older ruins and found a very ancient type of docent. However, as we were running our experiments, namely on me with said docent, the morning happened, and my best guess is that it somehow, well, I just know it went wrong. I'm not sure if it uh, exploded or some other um, catastrophic type thing, but I survived. I was marked. My creator was dead, and the entirety of Siri was gone.
Real terrible stuff what happened in the series. But listen, we can't worry about that too much. You just got to worry about taking care of you, which means, helping out us. So we care about our own. We take care of our own by any means necessary. So if you're here, be Tarkanan. Don't be Syrian. Don't be Warforged. You've seen what we got around here. We got hobgoblins and humans and dwarves and every type. One thing we got in common is we're Tarkanan. We look out for them. So, welcome to the family. Welcome to the trauma, which each of us have. Congratulations. It all sucks to get, but it doesn't have to be the end. Thora is taking good care of things around here. So, all be well. I'm sure she's going to want to talk to you, and we've got researchers around here who might want to look at your mark.
Oh, I'd be happy to advance the cause. Who is Laura? Or what was that name?
She said Thora. She goes,
Thora.
Oh, Thora. Well, she kind of like says, oh, I'll let her introduce herself. You turn around to see, sort of leaning against the back wall, is maybe human, maybe elven, tough to say. As her ears are hidden behind long, perfectly straight red hair. And she also wears a rather disturbing crimson red mask. She wears very fine equipped black leather, studded leather armor, clearly some magical make, that covers her almost entirely. One of her hands is so actually has like a metal gauntlet with sort of spiked tips at the end. But her shoulder down to her hand is revealed where she has a very large, intricate dragon mark that winds its way all the way up to her shoulder that she bears proudly. She also has a rather deadly looking blade at her hip that has a black jagged cross guard and some kind of strange red gem at the tip. She looks deadly, as she is mysterious. She says, "Bear the mark of your creator. That's not reason enough to trust you, but we're all made for a purpose, weren't we? So, what do you think? Have you outgrown your use? Are you ready for a new one?"
No, I still have a lot more I want to do with my life. I don't want to be, my use is not expended.
Good. That's good. Smile will say, "Allow me to introduce you to Tora Tarkanan, our brave leader."
Um, Very nice to meet you. I am Darwin.
And now you've come to us. Sick of the world hunting you.
Yes, I've been attacked multiple times recently.
Well,
Maybe I try to keep. I know it would just be worse if I wore my mark openly, like you so proudly do.
the only people who are alive who have seen my mark did not know me as Tarkanan. And those who do look upon it these days are either Tarkanan and walk away alive, or are not, and their days are numbered. Count yourself lucky that you are marked to be in my presence. I can offer you more than hiding, Darwin. We can. You say you're not used, not all used up? We have purpose for you, if you would accept it. A chance to make the ones who built you, the ones who have oppressed you, afraid of what they made.
That sounds very appealing to me.
Make a deception check.
Actually, that's smart. Okay.
Or if you mean it, then go right ahead.
So, to me and to Darwin, well, I guess that goes into, I believe, it's kind of on the outs with House Tarkanan. And I've been Darwin. It would have rubbed Darwin the wrong way to have had to go back to House Tarkanan recently in order to improve himself. And so when you say that I'm chasing down my creators or the people who made me, that's who I am.
Then I will simply say, if her words genuinely interest you and persuade you, to a degree at least, go ahead and make a persuasion. But if you're trying to hide your true intentions from her, then make a deception. Your choice.
4.
Was that persuasion or deception?
Persuasion. Yeah.
This masked woman just stares quietly at you, and unreadable, of course, by the grace of wearing a mask. She says, "Well, welcome to the family." And she'll just kind of meander off Smile says, well, you're lucky. She seems interested in you. She isn't interested in many individuals. She's like mom, just more stabby, you know.
I guess I have two questions. If she's mom, then who are you in this house or in this family?
Oh, I am a lot of things. I am kind of like a teacher. I train the assassins of Tarkanan, train the soldiers and warriors of assassins who defend us. I'm Thora's sort of second in command advisor. We go way back, even before the formation of House Tarkanan. And I'm her favorite pig sticker as well. She needs someone
Often.
dead for sure. She knows who to call.
Are you then better than her, or is she just too good to let her own blade?
No, no. Well, if I am better at killing, we haven't exactly had a competition over it yet. It's possible. But I must admit she has a little bit more, what is it called? Empathy. Yeah, she's got a little bit more empathy than me. Admittedly makes her, you can tell by her expression that there is some underlying tension. You could dig deeper if you wanted to with an insight check. But she essentially says, she's the leader type. We gotta keep mom safe, you know?
I think I remember enough from the journal entries that I don't want to necessarily push, but
Yeah, you know, if you read the journals, then you know.
yeah. Then to my second question, how can I prove myself to mom and to teacher pig sticker?
I like you a lot. Well, first things first, a part of being in the house, we gotta find you somewhere to be around here. It's whatever you really want, you know? But if you really want to stick it to our enemies, well, you come to me. You want to do research, development. If you're more of the sciencey, brainy type, I can connect you with some of our researchers here. If you want to live a little bit more of a simpler life, I can connect you with sort of the custodians of the place, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the place, living as happy a life as we are allowed by the outside world. So it's your choice, really.
I believe it'd be most useful as researcher. I can build, I can design, I can prove useful.
Too bad. Something told me that you would be particularly good with a blade, but I've been wrong before.
Would you not
All
all
right.
want a better stick to stick your pigs?
Oh, make no mistake. I love a good pig stick. Let's see if we can't get you to work on them. Huh? Let me introduce you to some people who'll be happy to meet you. And she is going to take you kind of across the sort of labyrinth network of this place to, meet some people. Let's see, which one is the research here? No. So she takes you back towards like the barracks where you would have been given a cot, essentially somewhere to, or a bunk or somewhere to sleep in. Let's see. He's dead now, which is unfortunate for him, so we don't worry about him too much. Got him. Let's see here. Here we go. You two go across the lair. There we go. You walk inside, and you're going to enter into this sort of artificer's workshop. It's a magically lit chamber that has some kind of strange engine in the middle of the room. This large contraption. There is a fairy dragon, this like butterfly winged lizard creature, just sort of like flutters around the room. Tools cover stone tables throughout the room, enough to assemble a number of tool sets. And furnishings include a small cot, a stack of wooden casks filled with ale, and not much else except for the dwarf who probably works around here. You are going to run into this dwarf. Let's see here if I've got a picture for you. We're going to be coming back to the rest of the party in a moment. I just want to just wrap up. Oh, yeah, this guy's fucking
Take your
weird.
time. Take your time. He's been gone long enough. Let Darwin take this spotlight for a while.
Yeah, there's going to be multiple times. So you see this guy, kind of a weird looking dwarf dude. And he turns around and blinks from under his spectacles and says, "Prodigious, Warforged. What? So, Smile. I don't see you around often. What are you doing here?" He says, "I've brought you a new scientist. We have met a new brother who apparently is good at this kind of thing, your kind of thing. So, you kids have fun. How's that sound? All right? I'm gonna go." And she leaves, gives you like a bump on the shoulder as she leaves, very friendly. And this dwarf just kind of looks at you. He goes, "My, you're marked, truly. Never met a Warforged marked before. You might be the first."
Yes, I haven't really heard of another. I quickly show him my mark, just to like show him, I suppose. But Darwin's my name.
Pleasure to meet you, Darwin. I am Thorvin Twinbeard. Very good to meet you. I am Tarkanan's chief engineer and trapsmith. I much prefer the former than the later. Discovery and whatnot. So, you have some aptitude in the mechanical arts, the artificiary sort of building side of life?
Yes, I'm an artificer, and you want to see some of my work?
Of course, absolutely. Please show me.
I pop out my turret, which I've been working on. It's now using the little purple spider I got from that purple shop. That has like a little glowing, like bulbous abdomen that like kind of glows blue. Um,
Oh my, very impressive. Truly, truly impressive. I have to say, I'm amazed. Well done.
well, thank you.
Well,
what are you working on?
oh, yes, let me show you around. You are going to be very interested. Let's see here. What am I working on as of late? He goes, "I'm working on this engine here, you see. It is, let's see here. It is a new invention that I am working on that should allow us to channel raw aberrant dragon marked power. It's got some work to do with it. I'm missing a couple things here and there, but it should be able to take raw aberrant marked power and transmute it into raw materials such as stone powder. Now, probably not a very interesting thing off the top of the sound of it, but it does create a commonality between aberrant dragon-marked power, sort of a converging point, which is an excellent place to start for understanding the true reasoning behind the power of the aberrant dragon mark. I think it will be a great breakthrough if it succeeds, you see?
Interesting. And the applications are pretty interesting as well. Not just on research alone.
The stone should be able to help plaster up some of the ruins around here. It's very hard to get raw materials shuttled down here, so hopefully it should help with some construction stuff going on. There are plenty of other inventions that need plenty of tending to around here. It's a bit of a pet project, really.
No, but yes, you're able to create matter just from raw dragon and mark energy. You could take any dragon marked individual. They don't have to be a mage and make raw material. That's wonderful. Not to mention the possible research applications that you are. That's your primary goal.
Oh, well, you're most kind to say so. Thank you very much, my boy. Well, if this is where you think you belong down here, well, why don't we get to work a little bit, huh? I tell you what, why don't we start you off right? Thora's got some big plans coming up, and she needs a large supply of smoke powder. You think you can handle producing some of them?
Gladly.
Well, right over there, all the supplies and tools you should require. And you know this is a bit of like a test from the chief engineer. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you. It's not basic, but it's certainly not like high tier engineering. It's certainly like a little chance to prove yourself. But apparently he's doing it, and you can maybe to your own delight, kind of go to work, just do some producing. It may not be like innovative, but it's nice to keep your hands busy and apparently be useful. And working alongside a fellow engineer, maybe it feels strangely nostalgic after a little while. And with that, we're gonna move out of that scene, and we're gonna check in with everybody else, with Nero, Katash, Selena, Gron. Now, Tally being Tally is like, I'm just gonna wait outside for this one. I've done enough, you know. Maybe I'll pop in at some point, but I gotta stay outside.
Tally being Tally.
Tally being Tally, and you know, Nero and Selena, you're going in to talk to these people, confront them. Katash and Gron, you two have never met these Cassleanters. You only know them by reputation through your party at this point. So, as far as you know, you're going into this like den of evil, maybe malignant power, or something along those lines. From what Talia said, they're Dark Six worshippers. But I'll say Katash being a local, you'd easily know the Casslelanter name. You know that they're a very they're an old and prominent Skyway family. So they're like I don't know. I can't think of a real world example, but like one of those families that just like you think of them and you're like just like old money.
Rothschilds.
Yeah, they're kind of Rothschilds a little bit, and you just think of them and you think old money,
You're
basically.
like, what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. We zoom over there. It's the same for you, Gron, where you know Skyway by reputation at the very least. And you can expect, you know, some things based on that for sure. Now for something completely different but potentially equally complex, let me just open up some information to get myself ready to go here. Oh, come on. All right.
As a note, my owl, who I've now named Sprig, is on my shoulder.
Sprig's a great name for an owl. I like that.
Yeah, he's like a white, like little barn owl. But yeah, he's on my shoulder, and then as we go up, he'll just fly overhead.
Love me a barn owl. Okay. You make your way in. The usual butler comes to the door.
Well,
See,
before we like go inside, can I catch Katash and Gron up on like the Casslelanters and like what we know of them so far?
Of course, yeah.
Nice.
I assume, yeah.
We
You can
got the
catch them
Tally
up,
version,
and
and then we got the Selena version as well.
yeah, Selena's like, they're the most darling children. You like to play with butterflies. You know, so we get
Okay.
the
Cool.
Selena version. And yeah, you definitely catch them up. Absolutely. Hey. All right. Half a moment more and I'll be set here. Okay, let's see if they got some kind of like a reception hall. Oh, what is this? Little surprise for me. Oh, cool. Okay. So never mind. Don't worry. Sorry, I guess I'm just hanging out with myself a little bit here. Okay, we need to go into the main house, which is beautiful. Mudroom. Yeah, they'll sort of take their meeting with you. We'll say in the library, where you guys sort of first met them. Katash and Gron, you are, well, as much as you want your characters to be, maybe a little taken with the grandeur of the wealth of this place. Beautiful, lavish grounds. They have a butterfly garden. They bring you into a mud room and into a big, beautiful library where they take their meeting with you in a bit of a reading room where the husband and wife are sitting. Very, very, very well dressed are the Cassellanters in one of them in Siren styles, one of them in Brailish styles, not sporting the black. The lady of the house, the Sirens, the man of the house, Brailish. But these are very like very sort of high aristocratic styles. So big dress, large coat, very, very big. Look at us. We are uh, in all of the latest, highest styles for the aristocracy, excuse me. And you walk in. The Lord Casslelanters says, "Ah, welcome, welcome, Platinum Watch. I see you have with you a couple of new compatriots. Please, you must introduce them to us."
Yeah, I'll make a point of introducing Kutash and Gron.
Katosh will bow and I'll say, Katosh Bruidar, employee of the Platinum Rest, now joining them for the time being.
And the Lord will say, "Lord Vittorio Cassalanter, an honor to make your acquaintance, sir. You are in good company, most capable company, may I say. And allow me to introduce to you my wife. This is Lady Amalia Cassalanter. And who might you be, sir?" As he turns his attention to you, God.
I'm a thug.
Well, fair enough. We have need for all sorts in this city, do we not? Well, why did we say we take to the dining hall, perhaps, somewhere where there's a little better space for all of us here present, yes?
You know what? Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Well,
Tally's coming in.
There
it
should
was a
be.
wild tally. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. During the introduction, Selena has her arms crossed and she's kind of like glaring at the Castle-lanterns and she doesn't say anything.
Selena in a poker game would be amazing.
I'm sure it would go very well for her. Vitor, you, despite this, Gron and Selena's sort of like, we are looking very disapproving at you. They don't seem to. They very much take it in stride, very skillfully brush it off, and do not fail to give any niceties required, if that makes sense. Trying to find a good Vittorio mini, but I think I will be faltering. Give me something with yellow. He likes yellow. Oh well. But either way, he is going to take you guys to the dining room where you once sat before. You took your meetings. I don't believe that there's a better place on the floor. So we will go there.
Damn it, they're so good at keeping appearances.
Mhm.
It's so disarming. Yep, they will make their way in there. And
Yeah.
oh yeah, Nero.
And as I've walked in here multiple times, I'm getting my thief brain is mapping the layout of the house. Like I remember, okay, this is over here. That door leads to this. This goes to there.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okay. $10.
You do your best to map the house, and you do so well enough. Not in any sort of like master criminal edge kind of way, but um, what little of the main floor that you have explored, you gather fairly well. Yeah, but all of you enter within. Servants come in and serve like a little charcuterie or something, or some like little snickety snacks, and each of you are offered wine or water, and they afford pleasant conversation to all of you, very disarmingly pleasant conversation, until you are served and rested here nicely. And once like the servants have been done sort of waiting on you a little bit, Vittorio says, well, I'm sure you have not just come for lunch. You are people of action. So why don't we get down to business? We have heard progress from our agent. You've had her hard at work, and by the sounds of things, you are closing in on your quarry, Sephia. Very exciting times. I knew we made a good choice when we contacted you.
Well, thank you very
Hallie
much.
just rolls in that moment and looks real mysterious in the back. But yeah, go ahead, Nero. Sorry, apologies.
I say I thank them for that.
That was excellent, excellent. So, did you come to, let's see, is there progress updates then? Is there something else to be done?
Well, I look to the others.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. We learned something about you two.
They look at each other kind of amused in the way that, like, not demeaningly, but amused, like, in the way that, like, maybe if their son came up and said, I've got a bone to pick with you, they're like, oh, do you? Oh, well, let's hear it, kind of thing. And it's not like, it's not demeaning, but it's like they're delighted, I guess, by your demeanor.
Mm.
Not too dissimilar to how your mother should treat you at times.
Yeah. She'll go on to say, we know that you two are Dark Six worshippers, and we know that you got your first child killed because of it. And personally, I just need to understand because I thought you two were good, and now it's broken my heart to learn that you're bad, and all we want to do is save your children. How could you do that to us?
They look a little stunned at first, and then when you say, you got your first child killed, like anger washes over Vittorio's face. A very decisive, immediate reaction, and like the two of them clearly know each other like in perfect concert. For the moment that expression takes his face, Amalia's hand rests on his forearm and doesn't calm him, but certainly keeps him in reserve to some degree. And once you finish, Victorio very looks like he wants to speak, but Amalia sort of speaks first. You see, he goes to open his mouth, probably in anger, but Amelia covers for her husband and says, well, I see that the truth has come about. Is we hired you because you are, well, the perfect people for this job. You're skilled investigators and capable martially and otherwise, and it's no surprise that you have researched your employers quite efficiently, might I add. It's true. I must admit it's true. We are... If the words feel so wrong coming out of my mouth, I must admit, worshippers, it doesn't feel correct to say. I expect you wish for an explanation. Then you're entitled to one, I would say. She looks over to her husband, who kind of sighs.
Let's I'll just sit down and hear the full story.
Who those of you wish to sit can, and Victoro, who has calmed himself, says, "It began as these stories often do, with a risky and horribly foolish idea. Amalia had just had 2 new children, our beloved children, that we are trying to save now. Our elder son was becoming a man. And I'll spare you the justifications. We were falling on hard times, the Cassellanters. We are an old and proud family, and all I will say is this, is that me and my wife wanted the best for our children. We wanted them to grow up in a station that was a station and means that is the best that we could give them, worthy of the Casslelanter name. I must admit some great level of shame on my part. The war took great tolls on our holdings, and I eventually wore my wife down, and we made this deal. We made this deal with the Keeper, the Lord of Wealth. I must admire, admittedly, your fallen friend, the priest, Benrig de Kandaric, I believe his name was. To have faith in the sovereign host, the Silver Flame, I imagine it requires a great deal of patience, and it speaks well to his character and for any others who would, but I'd admit myself impatient, bold, and perhaps arrogant. We performed this rite.
Those aren't mine.
And we got what we wanted. As horrible as it sounds, we got what we wanted. We let the genie out of the bottle, we made our wish, and it backfired upon us. We were not careful enough. And our child... He looks a little taken by the moment, and Amalia says, "Well, you said it yourself. You know what happened to him. And we swore that day that we would never abide by such foolishness ever again for the sake of our children. And then we found out that their souls were at jeopardy too. And only recently, only in the past couple of months as well, so we scrambled to find a way to help them. We couldn't go to the authorities, we couldn't go to the churches, we would have our children taken from us. Everything that we sacrificed would be in vain. Our child's life would be in vain. We would be thrown behind bars and our children would be put on the street. So we resolved ourselves to be more careful, having learned from our mistakes, and one thing led to another, and we found a way to save our children, and save our children in time. And it required us to return back to those dark arts. And as parents, and maybe one day all of you will understand when you have your own children, as parents you'll do anything you can to protect your children. So we intend to perform this rite, to use the coin of Dragon Heist and give it to the Keeper in exchange for our children's lives. We could give up what wealth we have now, but, well, it would be to the vein of our first child who died to our foolishness. He died. It may have not been a willing sacrifice, but a sacrifice nonetheless, one that we will not take in vain. What we gained from that, we will relinquish to our children when they come of age.
So their heritage is going to be hubris and laziness and an absolute colossal disregard for anything approaching wisdom.
Victoro says, "You may judge us. You all, of course, may judge us. We have made foolish mistakes. And we are
you
doing what we...
continue to make them. The fact that you think that whatever this new right is going to get you your get out of tribulation free is madness, stacked on top of madness, piled on a mountain of hubris.
You are mistaken, sir. This is not a rite that will be performed without sacrifice. The amount of platinum required for this rite is substantial. And it is what we need and have gained from the first rite. We are effectively returning what we can for our children.
Are you so blind that you cannot see that the entity that grants this does not give a mea culpa, does not give back without gaining a profit? And we're not talking about the profit of a single soul. It's going to be not a way for you to get out from under. You got into this because you were looking for an easy out. You thought that you had control. You thought that you had a plan. You dealt with somebody who is fundamentally, by their defined nature, untrustworthy. I guarantee you, you did not think, well, we'll sacrifice our eldest son. I guarantee you that was not your thought. You don't strike me as inherently malicious. Just strike me as people who are raised with a silver spoon in your mouth, believing that that is your due. And you thought, because of who you are, you could make an arrangement with something dark. And because of your station, you would come out ahead. Yes, there would be a price to pay, but it wouldn't be drastic. And now you think, well, we'll double down. We'll do another one, thinking that it's going to make an amend. It's not. It can't.
It shall.
What of Lord Kondarik's blood? That's on your hands now, too.
It is not. Now you have spoken much, and now placing the blame of your friend's death on our hands? How dare you? Truly, how dare you? Yes, we may have been fools to have gotten into this business from the start, indeed. But it is all of you, including the Lord Gondarik, who willingly acknowledged the risks of what is happening here, accepted our patronage, and went into this dangerous game. For you to judge us, to play a dangerous game when you are as immersed in this dragon heist, which is a game of danger all the same, is ludicrous unto itself. You are no different than we. We made foolish bets at the start. That is where our foolishness grows more, and indeed in hubris more than all of you. But make no mistake, everyone in this room is playing a dangerous game and has played the risks, and everyone here has lost someone important to them. And look at all of you. You lost someone important to you. And now you are still running this dragon heist. I expect you're not here to leave the game or find a way out of Sharn. You're doubling down yourself to find this platinum for your own gain. And you come here to judge us, to try and save the souls of our children. We have no choice. Where do we go? What's in the name of the sovereign host, the silver flame, the undying court do we do, other than deal with these menaces? We must save our children, and we must play the risks to do so. We were fools once, we will not be fools again. We have learned from our mistakes, just as I'm sure all of you intend to.
I'm gonna raise my hand and say, okay, let's just calm down for for 5 seconds here, you know?
Amalia puts a hand on her husband's arm again and says, I quite agree with you, Nero. There's a lot of tension in this room. I'm sure some here are feeling deceived some people are feeling a little attacked. I quite agree. Let us perhaps bring down the accusations against one another. We are all on the same side.
Let's get back to this ritual. Like, help explain to me how this did the keeper, this evil god, it took your son, your first one, after you requested the gold as a surprise catch in the deal. Am I correct on that?
Victoro, sort of rubbing his forehead, who has brought himself to calm as much as possible. He says, with great respect, as again, I'm sure, as my wife said, you must feel some deceived, but we have no intentions of passing along our mistakes to another generation. If what I can say is indeed what you know, we made foolish mistakes. We missed things. First time about that we have thought better of now. And our recklessness did lead indeed to Osvaldo's death. He is lost to us forever. Beyond saving.
Okay. Well, let's talk about what we can do now about the future. Those kids, the two, are still in danger, correct? That is also completely true.
They are in danger in the spiritual matter. Yes.
Okay.
And there is but near a month left to save them.
What after the ritual, this theoretical ritual is complete? Is there any other chance that this shithead god is gonna come back and demand more and more? That it could haunt them the rest of their lives?
The two look uneasy at each other to speak of the Dark Six to you all, but you may go ahead and make a persuasion check to see if they're willing to, indulge your curiosity of this dark knowledge.
Okay.
Can I
I'm
make
going to use inspiration.
Can I
Go ahead,
make
Slim.
an insight check?
Sure.
Yeah, could I actively be looking for tells the way someone looks when they're making up a story versus remembering it kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, make an insight check, yeah. Nero, what'd you get?
I use my inspiration. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. You gather Victoro is...
On a persuasion check, but yeah.
Oh, it was the persuasion check. Right. Okay, if that's the... Sorry, I was mistaken. I'm going to wait on the, insight check. We're going to come back to you, though, Nero. My apologies.
Okay, thank you.
Tally and Selena, what did you guys get for your checks?
I think I got 6.
I got a 12.
6 for what, Selena?
Insight. Yeah, it's insight.
12 for Tally.
My passive insight is better than both of that. Does that help? 16.
Yeah, it'll help. But that'll be going forward, Katash, because you got to activate your passive insight.
Yeah, I didn't say it, so I didn't roll. But...
Got it. So if you wish, Katash, you can have your passive insight active at this point. You're looking for something.
Yeah.
Tally, the one thing you gather is that Victoro is, suave, probably very well educated. Despite these mistakes he's made, you get the sense that he's generally a charismatic, intelligent, and fairly wise individual, stat-wise. making it hard for a 12 to like really allay to you any like significant tells. I'll give you this though. You get a sense that this guy normally is very slow to anger, but you know, constantly poking at the fact that he got his son killed was a good way to get around that usual trait of his personality. Selena, you're like, well, you believe whatever you want to believe with a 6. Unfortunately, Katash, your insight's active now. You're looking, keeping an eye out. What is it? What's your passive?
Passive insight is 16.
Understood. Now, to your point, Nero, you persuade. What did you roll?
Unnatural 20 on persuasion
Ah.
about knowledge about these forbidden practices involving the Dark Six.
Excellent. Victoro looks a little bit more cautious than his wife, who, though unsure, gives him a nod, trying to sort of like, give you what you ask for. And he sort of relents and will speak. Says, the different gods of the Dark Six have different personalities, as you can imagine, like any individuals, gods or not. Keeper, the best association I can make is very much like an accountant, balancer of scales, unemotional, but very keen about deals, exceptionally greedy, but not emotional being. The Keeper does work through his minions to make deals, which is, well, how we ran into his worship in the first place. But he himself doesn't dream or work hard to secure deals or go after people. He's very much, I imagine, like a baron of a dragon-marked house, or perhaps an accountant of a dragon-marked house. It's all numbers and ledgers. The Shadow, however, who luckily we have put the dealing with behind us, successfully, it seems, is more enigmatic, more mysterious. There is no true telling what they're up to, what their next move will be, miraculously unpredictable. Are you wearing any symbols of the Silver Flame, Ron? Like, openly? No? Okay.
Lena
No.
is.
No. Selena is. He will note that, Selena, and he'll say, you know, as the mythology goes, it is said that the shadow, or some avatar, perhaps, of the shadow himself, lingers within the Silver Flame itself. Isn't it not one of your tenets to listen to the voice of the flame and beware the deceiving whispers of the shadow? Well, the name is in the text, the shadow in the flame. But like I said, we have put our dealings with the shadow long behind us, and we mean to seal this with the Keeper and leave that behind us as well.
If your intent is to save the lives of your children, Gron will set his dagger and a vial of poison on the table here. These are for you and for you, looking at from him to her. Disown them. Remove their name and then remove yourselves. Because that's the only way you are not going to be held to account beyond what you think that you can control. That is the only way out.
Victoro rises from his chair slowly, with caged fury, and says, you will remove yourself from my own soul. This instant.
And Gron will leave, leaving the dagger and the vial on the table.
And he will sit himself back down in his chair slowly once Gron has fully left, and quiets himself, and ping pong back over to Amalia, taking over for him.
I'm going to reach
Go
over
ahead.
and remove the dagger and the poison out of sight.
You get a very subtle, not subtle. You get a quiet, appreciative smile from Amalia, a sort
Can I
of a
do a
faltering
religion
smile.
check on that?
Sure.
I
And
think
to
he's
give to
right.
your passive insight, though, Katosh,
Yeah.
You can tell their reluctance to speak of the Dark Six and its lore is very. It seems to be pretty genuine. They really don't like talking about it. Go ahead, religion.
23.
23.
Wow.
The Church of the Silver Flame began, as every child knows the story, of Tira-Miran, who is basically Jesus Christ, never wrong. Gangster. Centuries ago, one of the ancient and powerful demon creatures bound within the earth broke free of its bonds and was unleashed upon the land. These are apocalyptic level threats. Like, this is literally like Satan came out of hell.
Yeah.
It unleashed terrible suffering upon the people of Thrain. The nation would have been entirely destroyed if it was not for a single paladin by the name of Tira-Miran. She bore her sword and faced down this demon in single combat and battled the mighty fiend. When it became clear that the Overlord could not be destroyed for no fault of her valor or virtue, she gave her own life to combine her spirit with the light of the silver flame that she prayed to bind the demon once more to a prison it could not escape from. Now, Tira serves as a spirit. She is the voice in the flame. So whenever people hear the divinations, when clerics divine through the silver flame, when they follow the voice in the flame, they are following very much the will of Tira-Miran, that most virtuous of paladins. However, though this voice helps others find the light and protect the innocent and battle even and draw on the powers of the silver flame to aid in all of these things, it is known that she sacrificed herself to imprison this darkness, and that darkness is known as the shadow and the flame. They share their prison together, and this demon still lingers and yearns to trick good people to evil still. With how high you rolled, you are pretty how high did you roll?
23.
You know enough that you could go do further research to truly understand. But all I will say is this. What Victoro has spoken of, what little you know of the sort of deific profile of the Shadow as a Dark Six god, and the mythology of the Silver Flame, it requires some research to feel a little bit more confident about it, but his examination of the mythology isn't far-fetched, necessarily. Though
The shadow tricked good people into doing something.
that is very much the profile of the Shadow as a Dark Six god, is to mysteriously sort of entice people with magical lore and secrets, which is kind of what the Shadow and the Flame is. It's this sort of quiet whisper that pretends to be good but leads to darkness. So you could go research more, probably learn more based on that. Isn't beyond logic what Victoro puts forth about mythology.
Gotcha. And then also, specifically, do I think that Gron's right? If they were to, their kids would be
if they were
fine.
to disown their children and off themselves.
Like discorporate from their children and the price of a soul is a soul, kill themselves. So that they're.
I'm gonna just say that there's no real role to that,
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, you never
No idea.
allegedly never dealt with demons, but you've never made pacts with fiends before or dark gods before.
Yeah.
So you're kind of trying to guess the terms of the contract without reading the contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair
so
enough.
it's tough,
But
tough to say.
the profile sounds accurate.
Yeah,
And
it's possible Gron might be right.
just to put the sort of the semi above the table nugget out there.
Yeah.
Gron's background and the reason that he's devout to the Silver Flame is there are tribes of orcs who do nothing but battle some of the demonic forces that are out there, who are devotees of the Silver Flame. Orcs have got a very strong oral tradition for telling stories, and Gron's entire profile for this is based on those stories. And those stories absolutely would be there is no safe way.
Yeah. But let's also keep that above the table and not in the game. So that would be meta knowledge of Gron's background. So just be cautious of that. But I'm sure Gron can certainly come about and tell the party if he had a wish to. That's very interesting lore that you brought up. That would be cool to hear about. But anyway, bringing us back in. That is what you would know, Katosh.
Okay.
And
yeah, and that answers my question. So it's unlikely the keeper would come back and demand more and more after the ritual.
Are you saying that aloud?
Like responding to
okay, cool.
the Cassleanters who I asked that question to.
Amalia shakes her head almost sadly, and she says, he won't seek us out for more, but he will, of course, try and get more. He is a greedy god. He's stuck in, the parts about our children. We know where we were mistaken before now, but stuck in the parts of our children, and, well, it successfully enticed us to return, didn't it?
Do I believe them when they said, oh, you snuck that part into the contract?
Sure, make an insight check.
Thank you.
I think just a note for flavor. As Katosh is thinking about this, his eyes are kind of glowing, and he's reading through his book, and his mage hand are like turning through the pages. And
keep in mind, if this is about the Silver Flame itself, keep in mind that's not necessarily the faith that your book would speak of, right? Path of Light.
Yeah, I just I have a background with some wizard stuff, so I just have a bunch of scrolls.
Oh, okay, gotcha, cool.
Magic initiative
at the end of the day. Yeah, absolutely. And Victoria will say, very gently, Amalia. And she kind of almost like realizes, like she kind of catches herself as if like maybe she's said too much at that point. She goes, yes, of course. And Victoria says, I really must desist us from continuing this line of query. We are, as it's been very aptly proven or pointed out, have gotten ourselves into enough trouble with the Dark Six. I would kindly request that we refrain from trying to learn more than is safe.
Okay. I have one more question for myself. Look, to be perfectly honest, right now, look, the past is the past. If it takes to save this is what it takes to save your kids, okay. I'm willing to do that. Is there anything else you're not telling us about this ritual, about the Dark Six, anything else we need to know?
Victoria goes, oh, of course, we are keeping things from you which are better left kept from. Like I said, these are dark works, and, well, we've already spoken to that matter. These are dark works, and for the safety of all, in this room, in this part of this. We will keep it to ourselves. We do not wish to draw you in further than you already are. We had hoped to keep your hands clean, to simply make a deal for your own profits, and perhaps even be on your way after that, after your children were complete. But, well, you want to know, so we've told you some, but there are lines we will not cross in the sharing of what we have, the things we've seen, the things we've done, and the things we know.
Well, then perhaps you could indulge me. I am merely curious about how you put value on your children's lives. Because any parent would say that their children's lives and souls are priceless. So what put the price tag, I suppose, at 500,000 platinum?
We put no price on our children's souls. These are terms set by the Shadow and the Keeper. We would never, in 1,000 years, have laid anything down upon our children's souls.
And they told you this amount?
It is the payment required by the Keeper to satiate his greed in exchange for our children's souls. Apparently souls do, at least to the Keeper, as vile as that is.
Can I do one last insight check on that bit of emotion to even conceptualizing their children's souls as finite prices? Yeah. 21.
21. Amalia is sort of letting her husband speak. She's not being particularly reactive as the words are not coming from her. But Victoro seems to genuinely detest those facts and the entire circumstance that he finds himself in. You get the sense that there's a lot of emotions going on here. There's a selfish desire to survive. There is an even greater desire to save his children. There is perhaps a deep guilt and shame for what happened to his first children, which is perhaps why he has doubled down so ferociously. Yeah. There's a lot going on here, but what seems to be plain and clear is they value their children's lives.
Well, I'm glad that you said that. Because I'm going to be frankly honest with you. Out of many organizations that we have dealt with, your offer, as long as you don't get these children's lives endangered further after this, yours is the best offer so far.
That does bring some comfort. Amalia sort of interrupts her husband, says, "So you will continue to seek the platinum for the sake of..." She's going to say her children's names. I just don't know them. She says, so you intend to continue to seek the platinum on behalf of Terezio and Alzarina. You intend to save them still, after everything you've learned?
As long as you continue to believe that there is no price, no limit to your children's value.
Victoro will stand, not in rage as he did for Gron, but in like powerful conviction. And he kind of puts his like finger on the table and he says, "Let it be said in this room then for all to hear. Casslelanter family has been fools for the death of their first child. Horrific mistakes that should have never been made were made. And know that I would have never indulged this darkness if there was any doubt in my mind that my remaining children would be in threat. Rest assured that each day that you spend out there in the dangerous streets of the Dragon Heist looking for this platinum is a day I spend here reviewing everything, down to every portion of the ritual, every term made, every interpretation of the rule. I assure you, on the souls of my entire family, my wife, my children, I will not make the same mistakes I did. My children, if you can get me this platinum, will be saved, and we will not be made the fools a time again."
Excellent. Which brings
And
me
I
to
will,
my
and
next
Katosh passive insight, he means that with his full chest. He means that with every bone in his body. Go ahead, Tally, sorry.
No, you're good. That was cool. That being said, we've come to a bit of a roadblock in our search for all the pieces of the puzzle. You see, Finrig died to Sedan Boromar. Only because we would not give up our pieces. We are led to believe that he has the only other piece other than yours, or the ones that you have. So we need something to help us in this regard. We have hired third-party sources to assist in this endeavor, but any aid that you could offer more than you already have would be greatly appreciated.
Let me go take a little peek and see what else they have to give.
Selena will chime in after Tally brings up the Boromar clan, and she'll say, "Yeah, and Gron was onto something. I think it was a bit extreme, but you do need to be held accountable and turn to the light. And so I think that you should help us take down the Boromar clan after you save your children, because that would bring some good into this world, and it also serves multiple purposes."
It's a difficult question. I would be saving my children's souls only to risk their lives at the wrath of Boromar.
Even if it is in some way plausible deniability on your part, something we can carry with us, or in the event we do take our piece from them, then we have some form of protection or a way to get away from his fury.
Sorry, I'm trying to find Casslelanter support here. What they able to offer. Um, Victoro says, I want to offer you additional assistance. I'll ask, is Sephia Nilrek and her team not sufficient? Have they not been of proper assistance to you?
Oh,
They
they've
are
been
our
good.
best agents after you.
Oh,
They've been excellent.
they've been good.
I'm mainly thinking of more, I don't know, utility things or more
Utility things.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm asking for, but I know that the heist before the actual heist is going to be a bit deadly. We've already lost 2 members to thugs and gangs. So I would very much appreciate if we had every advantage that we can.
Okay, let me look here, see if they got anything in their back pocket. Oh, well, first off, make me a check,
Can I try and help actually? By saying something.
sure, throw it in there.
Yeah, I'll just say, also, Victoro, Amalia, I did not mean to offend by placing Lord Kandarik's death on your shoulders. Merely that I have been informed that the circumstances in which he died were standing up for your children and not giving up on the dragon heist, aka not giving up on saving them. It was a moment in which he stood for you. I did not mean any offense.
Uh,
Doesn't matter if it
yeah,
helps or
yeah.
not. Yeah.
I'm gonna say he takes the he takes that. I don't know if it's going to I'll give the advantage. Yeah, you seem earnest in your wish to I don't know, make amends for that. So sure, yeah, let's give the advantage.
Persuasion?
Go ahead. Yeah, persuasion. And I don't think they had a fucking shit to give you, unfortunately. But go ahead and make the persuasion. Let's see
That's
what we can
a
do.
dirty 20. A dirty fucking 20.
Fuck,
Nice.
it would have made my life easier if you rolled really bad.
Sorry, but
I'm literally looking through their entire house for any sort of magic items or anything at all. Okay. You will say this.
We have a atomic bomb, but I'm not sure.
We have these things called stratagems. Okay. Dun, 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 dun,
Fucking
dun.
floor opens up. It's just a whole bunch of the little
Fucking
upright down, down, down.
No, anyway, he says,
Emancipator.
he says, as you can imagine, we are not particularly well equipped for we don't have things on hand of great aid for heisting. But I will grant you something that may be of assistance. That may improve perhaps the effectiveness of the resources we've already lent you in Sephia's being. She is maybe you found out by now that she is not a worshipper of the Silver Flame. It is her cover. She has been of tremendous assistance in getting us to where we are now and getting you all to where you are. She is aware of the true circumstances behind our issues. She knows as much as all of you do at this point. She has abilities beyond what a priest would be capable of. She herself is in fact well, she's a warlock. So she does have certain abilities that she can utilize to assist in observation. You could speak to her about it. She has left it at our discretion to inform you, and we have left it at hers to inform you as well. So feel free to discuss her extended abilities with you, and maybe she can provide you insights beyond what she has been originally capable.
Would you mind telling us the patron?
That is, I think, something for Sephia to share, if anyone wants to share.
I suppose so. Very well then.
Yeah. I wish we could give more, but, well, we're not equipped for equipping heist sitting.
Indeed, indeed. And I do not mean to come across as, well, to speak for my party, I do not mean to come across as, needy, if the word suits. So,
it is of no matter. Victoria will look about the room. Let's see. I perhaps have one thing that I could loan all of you, and I will say this again, loan is something that I would ask be returned. It has sentimental value. He's going to take off of his finger a ring. He's going to put it on the table. Very nice ring. Its sort of central piece is this like intricately jeweled shield. So this is known as a ring of protection. It should provide the wearer, well, as it sounds, with protection against harm. Move you at the right moments to get around a projectile, or perhaps defend you if some negative effect is going to come your way. Take it with my blessing, but when all is said and done, I would ask it returned.
Thank you.
Selena snatches it up before Nero can. Wow, pretty.
I will. You can add then.
My mage hand puts it on the.
I'll tell you what.
No, Selena
remembers.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't want.
It would seem that your shields are down.
No.
He says he chuckles and says, I assure you, my lad, my shields are never entirely down.
Perhaps one day we will put it to the test when all of this is over.
Perhaps I would like to not, admittedly, do that.
Understood,
and
Lord Casslelanter.
I hope it goes without saying that anything we have spoken with in this conversation remains between us. Yes.
Well, most of the people we could tell would rather see us dead, so I believe you are in a bit of an advantage in that aspect.
I suppose so. Well, thank you. Good luck. As soon as you acquire this stone abroad, come back and we will give you ours, and maybe we can finally end this dragon heist across the city, and the madness of this gang war will be over.
Very well. Thank you for being as forthcoming as you were. I understand that it was difficult to divulge some of that information.
He'll nod, and he and his wife will in turn kind of probably shake each of your hands where present, and just kind of give a little thank you for what you're doing, kind of thing. And Amelia especially is perhaps surprised that you would wish to continue despite the knowledge that you have gained of their the truths that you have learned of their affiliations. And they seem very genuine in their thankfulness that you intend to continue aiding their children.
I can really empathize because I'm a mom too, and she'll like lean down and pet Smokey.
This is the DM doing this.
It's all of us.
Um, I think you say that probably to Amalia, who's like, of course, but off to the side, who maybe while he's shaking Tally's hand, he hears that and kind of like very subtly, so nobody maybe except Tally sees. It's kind of there's a little one of those, and regathers himself quite quickly.
Is Ryan, before I leave, can I make one last insight check?
Nope.
See if there's...
You have had many insight checks.
You're right. Never mind.
It's all good. We can't be spamming insight checks nonstop on.
What do you mean there's not an autosave function?
Yeah, honestly. Oh, I didn't roll a nat 20. Load game. Try again.
Quick save.
This game is so hard.
Quick save, reload. Yeah, this game is so hard. Load. Maybe that's why. Okay. With that, as you guys leave, you'll see that the sun is going down. It's been a long day of the party conversing and, so on and so forth. And you guys all load up into your sky coach. And in the twilight, you kind of come down from the skyway as darkness begins to set. You guys all sort of like load up into like the lower seating area rather than the top deck of the sky coach, and let Dover kind of bring you back down to earth, almost quite literally.
Can we talk?
And in, what? We're going to, you think to perhaps have a long discussion. And as at this late time, you're going to hear from inside the coach a familiar voice from an alley just earlier today or yesterday say, "Are you ready?" So you jump, turn around, see the Black Viper inside of your sky coach, sort of in the shadows of the, like, how the fuck did you sneak in here? And we will pick up with Darwin when we come back from the break and speak to the Black Viper for the rest of the crew on the other side. Yeah, sorry, Nero. I just want to I want to try and get us out of this lump of try to get the pacing back of this game.
Understood.
So, if there's to be conversation, maybe we keep it very brief. But I'm going to try and accelerate the plans a little bit here. So let's take a break. 15 minutes. I don't know. I see him.
You don't remember? They told him to get out of the house, so he's outside.
Yeah, he's outside.
I was
You can
just
take my
eating soup.
computer. You can't take my headphones. Okay. All right. Let's get back to Darwin. Darwin's been sitting patient. Let's get back to him.
I'm waiting
So-
for this guy.
Darwin, you are in House Tarkanan's lair. The safest place to be. And you've got a new family. What's the platinum rest? Who gives a fuck? What do you do? What do you do with yourself? You make some smoke powder and Twinbeard's happy and you can continue to work, or you can go do something else. What's the play?
Honestly, I'm very interested in this engine. I have ideas for its application, but I'm guessing that would take a lot of time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I got something for you that I think you'll like. He'll turn to you and he'll say, I have to say, we're researchers, you and I, and we're about to sort of breaking past the new frontier. And if I may ask, as a Warforged, your mark is unique. I wonder if there is other applications for your mark or enhancements that perhaps could be done. I've been working on the engine to sort of combined raw dragon mark arcane with sort of mechanics. Perhaps, I hope this is not too forward, but maybe we could try and enhance your mark or integrate certain artificiary applications to utilize your mark to its fullest remark. You aren't made of flesh and blood. Maybe there's more to be done. We could do these things together, you and I, huh?
I am loving everything you were saying right now.
Ah, terrific, magnificent. Well, let me start by asking. You seem pretty enthusiastic. Did you have your own ideas about, I don't know, applications to your chassis?
I'm interested in being able to perhaps channel my arcane mark, maybe in a more passive sense, into my own body or armor, kind of enhance the metal or plating. And
Mm.
I don't know. Ideally, I'd be able to, you know, empower my own like body that way, like kind of
Mm.
harness and take control of this mark and not have it just, uh, being its own thing on me. Make this thing pay rent, so to speak.
Mm. What if he looks at the engine back at you? What my engine does is it takes pure arcane power and stores it and turns it into something else. It's crude, admittedly. It has to take, magic from an external source and sort of kind of grasp it out of the air, which isn't always easy. But what if we made something a little more compact? What if we made something compact that we could integrate into a suit of armor that we could then integrate onto your body to cut out the sort of transmission of magic, and you could directly deposit your aberrant mark's power directly into this sort of, I don't know, arcane battery for further application, powering other things.
Um, I I kind of start to make space on the table and put some paper down. Like, I do you think that could work? Let's get some ideas down. I want to start drawing some stuff up.
Yes, incredible. Basically, is what happens. And yeah, he gets out some paper and starts working with you. He takes out the blueprints to his own engine, and you guys go to start talking about things and sort of working away. Um, I'll tell you what. Um, this is definitely going to be like a tinker sort of situation. Why don't you roll a? Why don't we roll? Since you're the Warforged and you know yourself best, why don't we roll either a smith? I'm gonna get smiths or tinkers because he's a smith. So either a smith or tinker's tools. Let's call it an Arcana check, as I'm sure you're proficient. Roll at advantage, and he'll do the same.
24.
24. Feels pretty good himself. Not as good as you. You immediately show your skill and knowledge, and perhaps there's these moments where you say something where you kind of correct him, and you have this moment of like, "Ugh, like, am I, gonna step on his toes? Is he gonna be pissed off?" And then a big old grin appears under his mustache, and it becomes pretty quickly established that while you're both kind of, skilled crafters and engineers, you maybe have an edge on him in this regard. And eventually, you guys work together, and it doesn't take long for you guys to kind of, shrink down his engine and sort of implement some arcane transmutative, sort of like localized things into a suit of armor. And he'll say, "This is excellent, magnificent. Um, well, I guess we could. I mean, those are some blueprints for you. I guess it's just a matter of what kind of armor we should integrate this into. What do you think? Do you have a preference? Which it'll be integrated onto.
Okay. I guess above table. Um, would you require this armor to be like the only one that would be like empowered, or could I switch out armor afterwards?
You could. Um, it would take it. It would just take some like time to like take this like basically strip the old
Mhm.
piece of armor, effectively turning it to scrap, and then integrating it and sort of welding it on and so on and so forth onto the new armor. So the answer is no, but I would say it probably wrecks the old armor, right?
Oh, okay.
Not
Well,
beyond
then,
repair, just
yeah. All right, fuck it. I'm going to then take. I pull out Benrig's or uh, adamantine breastplate.
ah, oh, a fine piece of armor and adamant, my lad. I You're a genius. I mean, I would have never thought of that. Adamantine is the most durable metal around. It will make the transmission of arcane power through your biology um, all the more effective. We can create a stronger energy current because the adamantine won't falter. It is a strong material. Excellent. Very well. I'll say that this will be the exception. Adamantine is incredibly durable. And if you were to like at some point rip off this battery pack, arcane battery, whatever, it won't destroy the adamantine breastplate. It would to a normal breastplate, but not this one.
Okay. Yeah. I guess just not to kind of explain myself narratively. I want to do this, but eventually, like I think I want to gift that armor, hopefully upgraded in some way. Not with like this battery, obviously, but to like
Yeah.
a party member. Not bad.
Okay. So you want to gift it eventually. Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can absolutely separate this invention that you're making from the breastplate without issue because it is made of adamantine. Um, okay. The dwarf says, "Well, you have supplied the armor. Now let me supply the materials. It'll take some time to build. Why don't you come back in a couple of days and you can help me finish the final assembly, and I will make the specific parts we need. It's the tediousness of forging specific gears and parts. Nothing I'm sure you young whippersnappers want to take part in. So let me do the grunt work and putting together the specialized pieces, and when we come back together, we'll put the puzzle pieces together and make it all work. How's that sound?"
Sounds awesome. I hold out my hand like it's great to work with another brilliant mind.
you You'll shake your hand. You'll say, "You're far too kind. You're far too kind. Tremendously exciting, and of course, welcome to House Tarkanan. Darwin Tarkanan, I suppose. But anyway, yes. Let me get to work. It's getting late. Well, why don't you bed down or head out? As you know, this is no prison. You are welcome to come and go as you please. But you have a place here to sleep, and you can always come back when you want. You're known around here now, after all.
Thank you. I do think I have some business to take care of in the city, but I'll be back in a couple of days.
Very well. Don't take too long. Only be 2 or 3 days, something of the like. And he'll, and you can depart. You make your way around and through. I'm gonna say the last thing that happens is you're kind of go to exit before you get to the tunnel that you came in through. And you bump into a whole bunch of people. You bump into this like one bard guy. He's like, "Oh, hey, brother! Welcome to Tarkanan." And like all the menagerie of individuals who are. You see this one person like sharpening their like an edged blade or like cleaning blood off of their arm or of some person that they've ravaged or whatever. And they go, "Hey, welcome." But in the end, as you are about to exit, you see the two familiar goblins standing at the exit. They're little guys, so it's kind of goofy, but they know who you are. Fuck if I remember their names though. Give me a moment. They're around here somewhere.
You're just like Selena, you can't remember their names.
Who can really? Oh, okay. So you see Tak and Ari are standing at the entrance waiting for you as you go to leave. Go, not so fast, brother. Seems that the tables have turned, huh? You know, you killed all of our friends and imprisoned us into indentured servitude to that insane fairy. And now we've got you by the and it goes, hey, that's offensive. Come on, some more fish. We're extorting them, we're not monsters. Goes, yeah. But anyway, so we gotta talk, huh? Don't you think?
I don't think I killed your friends.
They look at each other. They go, "You didn't? But weren't you running with those guys? The Platinum Watch, right?"
You were already with the fairy when I met them.
Tak's like, "Oh yeah, no, he's right. I mean, we were with them after." And they go, "Oh, well, okay. You know, you may have not been responsible for murdering our friends, but you do hang out with those people who murdered our friends and have been, you know, kind of on Tarkanan's radar. You know, one word, Tossra or Smile, you're in a lot of trouble, huh? Wouldn't be good for you. So, what are you going to do for us? Keep quiet and all."
How big are they? Or like how like
They're not big.
I
They're
guess
little guys.
yeah.
They're goblins. They don't look like great warriors of Tarkanan. They're not even marked. They're the help kind of for all intents and purposes. Like low level thugs that they use to like fill out their ranks, basically.
I still don't trust my chances before like
I'll tell you what. You can make if you want to make like a tactical check about could I take them, essentially, make me an investigation check.
25.
Buddy, you could wipe the fucking floor with these dudes. You could probably take them pretty easily. They're slippery. You think they're pretty? They look dexterous. They look a little slippery, but you could take them. You think maybe that the real threat would be less about if you could take them out, and more of if you could take them out before they slipped away and alerted somebody.
Yeah.
However, the hall is just decently long. There's a chance you know, again, they're kind of slippery. You think that they're like
I'll just give.
I'm gonna keep giving you stuff just because you roll really well. They've got pretty translation there too is like they've got pretty good AC because they're very slippery, very dexterous, but they are not made of stern stuff. They've only got a handful of hit points. Very few hit points.
I'm not gonna risk it. I don't need to like bring down an entire 5 on myself accidentally. I start. What's my inventory?
Be cooler if you did.
Fuck it, yeah. I'll go ahead and cast Grease to kind of on top of them to like get them.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Roll for initiative. I'm going to give you advantage because
yeah.
they were pretty overconfident that you weren't going to like open fire on them in the middle of Tarkanan. It's a pretty bold move they aren't expecting. They rolled a 11.
Oh no, I did. Sorry, I didn't do advantage. I'll just roll one more time. 2. So let's go with 7.
2 and 7. So what do you kind of raise your hand and like things start happening there, right? Like that's kind of what's going on here. They go like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And they'll draw their blades and they'll run over and attack you. Like they don't know how strong you are. As the difference, they think they're like, "Get him! Get him! He's gonna try and kill us!" And they are gonna both make scimitar attacks at you.
All right.
Fuck. One rolls a nat 20, and one rolls a modified 20. Fear not, they are goblins. On the nat 20, you're going to take 9 points of damage. And on the second attack, you're going to take 6 points of damage. Your move.
Can you remind me, Warcaster means that I don't get disadvantage even when they're in melee range, or is it just the opportunity attack thing?
I believe that sounds correct. Here, I'm going to go look at your Warcaster. When a creature provokes an opportunity attack by leaving your reach, you can make a reaction to cast a spell at a creature rather than making an opportunity attack. You can perform the somatic component of spells even when you have weapons or shields in one or both of your hands. And that's it.
All right, so
advantage on concentration.
Okay. So a spell is going to be a disadvantage if I try to attack. I'll still try to do that one. They're both somewhat in front of me.
They are both in melee with you, yeah.
Thunder Wave is going to be fucking loud.
Dead goblins is going to be pretty... I mean, I don't know, whatever you want to do, buddy.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Thunder Wave. Hopefully I can finish this and then just come up with a good story.
Oh! Alright. Pun saves for the bad guys, kinda. One rolls a 7, the other rolls an 18.
So
Damage?
15. 15, so one of them saves.
This is what happens. They run up and you start and they're like, he's gonna attack! Get him while he's charging up! And they run in and go, here, take this! And they slash you. And to their credit, one of you catches you in a knee servo, and you're like, and then you. There is just red splatter across the wall as you fucking annihilate them. One is save, but they have 7 hit points. So you splatter one across the wall, and the other one's body is largely intact, but he's still gone as well.
Problem solved.
I want to just really make clear the scene that you find yourself in here. This is what people are going to see as they approach. This guy's a little, bloody, and this other guy's just fucking all fucking done all over. That guy was just disintegrated. People come running around the corner. Yeah, that one Harley. Oh no, he's dead. Never mind. I actually forgot about him. Yeah, a couple of these guys come running in with the bugbears and whatever. I'm gonna say that the gladiator pit dude runs up as well. Amaranto, and they go, "Whoa! What the fuck is happening? What's going on?" Amaranto goes, "Darwin, what's the meaning of this?"
They were trying to shake me down, saying I'm new. And I'm they didn't. Or yeah, they as new blood or whatever. I didn't see that they had a mark, so I didn't think that they were part of the house.
Make me a deception check. That's a pretty good argument.
My charisma sucks.
Take advantage. Go for it.
All right. Where's the 18.
Hey, there we go. Fuck. I was like, God damn this! Don't roll lower than 10. 4 rolls in a row.
This walks.
They look at you. You're like, I'm new here, and they don't have marks. They're trying to shake me down. I just kind of assumed. And they're all like, oh, like literally like, yeah. They seem completely unsurprised by like the bloods, like the amount of splatter here. You get the sense they probably believe it was like some effect from your mark, because this is kind of the thing with aberrant peoples. They're a little unstable. They have various violent effects. Yeah, no, it's all, oh, hey, look, I'm sure they kind of come up to you, they're like, hey, we're sorry that happened to you. You know, they like pat you on the shoulder, like, hey, look, listen, you're right. Like, they don't get it. They're not marked, right? So they don't get the brotherhood, right? So look, hey, sorry, man, sorry that happened.
Well, thank you. It didn't bring up good memories.
Amarego looks so disappointed in his own people. He's like, we really got to clamp down on this. He goes, brother, I owe you a personal apology. I didn't think we knew they were scoundrels, but to rob a newcomer, yeah, my sincerest apologies. Is there something we could do to make it up to you?
Uh, well, just have that bunk ready for me when I come back. I like it here. You guys are cool.
Great. Listen, if it makes you comfortable, especially out there, we got to stick together. I could find someone around here to like keep you company. Watch your back. A fellow marked hero of Tarkanan to kind of, make sure nobody messes with you, right? Or if they do, you got a brother at your back, right?
I really do appreciate that, but how durable are they? Because I got to do some work in the cogs, and I found
Well,
that
it depends who you want. I mean, yeah, we could give you someone who's a little bit more of a bruiser. We could give you someone who's a little bit more of a, you're in the cogs a lot. Well, that's Warforged territory. But look, we're family. We got to stick together, If you need someone to watch your back down there, we'll do our best to help out.
I appreciate it. We could talk about that when I come back. For right now, I just got to run a couple errands. I'll be back a couple of days. Twin Beard's working on something for me. I'll be back, and then we can talk about how we can roll together.
Yeah, the bugbear beside you, who was the first guy to come up and be like, sorry that happened, bro. He's like, are you sure, brother? I mean, I could go with, I would be happy to go with you myself but if you're comfortable, whatever you want.
I put a hand on the shoulder, like, thank you. I really do feel like I belong here, but I'll be back. Don't worry.
He gives you a hug. It's not prompted or anything. He gives you a hug. He goes, all right, be safe, brother. Be safe out there. World's dangerous. And they like, all right, let's clean this up. And like they have a very well established procedure for cleaning up bodies around here because of just Tarkanan aberrant craziness. They just start getting to work. They're like, yeah, get the mop, get the bucket, and you can head out. You want to? I'm living for this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm living for the Tarkan and Darwin connection. What's the plan? Do you want to you're gonna head back to Terminus?
Yeah, I'll take like a roundabout path back to the Platinum launch just so it's not super obvious. I don't know if there's any kind of like actions or I mean like if Smile is following me, I can't do shit about that, I assume, but I'd like to take whatever actions I could to prevent like being followed or whatever.
Sure. You could take basic actions to like do a stealth check and then do a perception check to see if like to try and sneak away or kind of get lost in the crowd, and then make sure you're not being tailed if you want.
Let's see, I'll do stuff right there. Of course. Disadvantage. Nat 1.
The thought occurs you to be stealthy. The problem is the thought occurs to you like when you get to Terminus Station, or at least in the area. You're not like there, but you get closer to the district that you're like, ooh, maybe should. You look over your shoulder and make a perception check, see if anyone's following you.
10.
Yeah, nobody's following you.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're good. Cool. In which we're gonna just quickly swing around to you guys as you're on the sky coach. You guys kind of like, ha! And you guys see the Black Viper and all of her sneaky glory. And she's going to kind of reach into her satchel and she's going to like toss a little bag to, say, Nero. And you just kind of catch it, Nero. And you look inside to find 5 pass keys.
Oh,
Pass amulets.
holy shit. How many did we already have? 2?
You had 2, you asked for 5 more and said that you would claim the last one yourselves.
Okay, now good job. We got them. Just need one more.
She kind of sighs, says, you didn't get yours?
We're working on it.
She goes into her satchel again and she pulls out a final pass amulet and tosses it. I'll say to you as well, Nero.
I put that one on and I handed it to the others.
Gotta be prepared in this line of business, even for anything, I guess.
Did you see Kolat Towers?
Yeah, I took another look at the place. Think you're, I'll say this. You know that little, you said you had people keeping an eye on the place?
Yeah.
Yes, our context.
I think they might have got pinched. Not by the guard, but by Boromar.
Crap.
There was a bit of a fight. They took the priest-looking lady, but no, the others weren't so lucky.
Okay. Now,
We've
Seth,
just met with
Into the
context.
tower, by the way.
interesting.
It's a
They
shame
were
to hear.
killed.
A couple of them were. The three guys, the 2 shady-looking ones, and the warrior, but they took the priest prisoner. Sephia is the priest. You guys would know that very clearly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but we gotta save them too now.
So, what else needs doing?
I was gonna.
Can we do this? You guys, you said you had what do you got? Can we do this?
Do we think, in your experience, do you think it's better to go at the night or in the day?
I like the night. That's nice. More places to hide.
Tomorrow night, spend tomorrow gearing up.
No, we go in the morning. Or we'll go in the evening, I guess, but sure, we can gear up, I guess. Or we can go tonight. I mean, if this person's your friend, they're probably getting worked over, and you want to leave them in there for a day?
You got a point.
Yeah, let's go tonight.
Okay. So we'll head back to your place. You guys can grab what you need, and we'll go get this ball rolling. I want my 250 gold and whatever else I find inside.
I will toss her like 1 gold.
So what's this for?
Reminding me to keep on my toes.
Reminding me to keep on my toes?
No, for reminding me to keep on my toes.
Oh,
She stole gold last
she
session.
flicks the gold back with, like, from her fingers, and it, like, kind of hits you in the forehead, and you're like, ah! And she's like, I'm not some fucking slutty barmaid that you can tip off with a gold and impress her.
Callie laughs at that.
It was an acknowledgement of talent, but okay.
With that, the Sky Coach will land at Tavik's Landing, where you'll see Darwin maybe standing there, waiting for the Sky Coach to come in, and your old buddy's back!
Yeah.
Look what the fucking cat dragged in.
Spooky did no such thing.
Where the hell have you been, Dark?
Would you believe hot dogs?
I would believe, but you don't need.
I'm
Uh,
gonna send you a quick private message, Darwin, because you did say you're out researching.
Did you pull anything up on Call Out Towers?
Okay, there you go. Zoom.
well, you will not believe the goddamn bureaucratic hellhole I had to crawl through. The goddamn library and stacks and stacks and stacks of city inspection. Do you know how many architecture codes there are in a city of towers? But
It's fair.
after all that, I got the blueprints for Colot Towers, and I guess we're not inside a table, but I like take
A
them out of the
table
bag
magically
and
appears for dramatic
yeah,
effect.
slam down the
Builds a
table.
table from IKEA in front of us and it slams the table.
And that is truly the impressive part, is that he assembles the table so fast.
Artifices, man.
It's like
Yeah, these
those Lego
artificers,
video
bro.
games.
Yeah. Yeah, he slaps down some blueprints. And you guys officially have blueprints to the inside of Colot Towers, folks. Which I will I'm gonna go look and see if I can actually send them to you without giving away things that wouldn't actually be on there, but you'll have them. And regardless, you'll have the information on them, which is the important part.
Okay, what time of days are we getting back here?
You're getting back as the sun's going down.
Is the shop downstairs still open? The
Sure.
Civis magic shop?
Sure.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna head down there and try to load up.
Have we gotten paid lately?
You're still, I think you're like 2 days out from getting paid for your bar. You guys have very long days, so it takes a while to get to your paydays.
Can Katosh make an insight check on Darwin? He won't do anything with it, just because he's been watching Darwin for a while.
What's the insight check for? Like what about what?
Like that, his explanation of what he got and stuff, or where he's been.
Sure, make an insight check, and Darwin make a persuasion check because yeah. Probably shouldn't have said that, but oh well. We are where we are. That's in the past.
Just
Tres.
16. Yeah, he's just curious about Darwin because he's watched him most out of everyone.
My tin tongue gives me a 3.
Ooh,
Tin tongue.
Your tin tongue, that's funny.
no worries.
3, and what did you get, Katosh?
16. Something's up, but he won't say anything.
16 and a 3. What am I going to say here? Because that's a failure to persuade, essentially. You think he got these blueprints from somewhere far shadier and more suspicious than you couldn't imagine Darwin dealing with bureaucracy. This guy's got he's the only dreaming warforged and an aberrant mark. The last couple days, he's probably been in this shit. You don't imagine he's been in some books.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, Katosh won't do anything with that. He's just wondering.
Yeah.
These
This is
blueprints
also
fucking
speculative.
suck.
They're great. Fuck you.
They're fairly good. Wait, I'm not
They're
here.
literally blueprints. You asked for blueprints. They're blueprints.
I don't see any blue on this paper except in the corner.
Well, there's the blue. I don't see any blue except for the blue. You wanted blue, you got it.
It's far too confusing. Okay. Well, I don't think we spent any resources out of our personal abilities or whatever, so I don't think we necessarily mean anything of that nature, but
I will say, as a quick note, these are old blueprints. Like these are from maybe like a decade or two ago.
Is
But
there?
you're sure, Darwin, that like these structures, like these are still consistent with the structures that are there today. So
Yeah,
maybe the
there's
rooms have changed a little bit, but these should be pretty accurate, if out of date. Sorry, go ahead, Selena.
Um, is Oh man, I lost my thought. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I interrupted you. My bad, babe. Anyway. So what would you guys like to do? Dope was like,
Oh,
what? You kind of doing some kind of dragon heist or something?
I remember. I remember. Is there another
Oh,
door on the blueprint?
another door?
Yeah,
No. Well, you can look at the blueprint and it'll tell you
I know. That's
about
what
the.
I'm asking. Like, if I look at, like, is there another door on the blueprint?
it looks like there's one door in the outer wall and then multiple points of egress in the
Oh, did you
first level.
send us an actual blueprint?
Yeah, Facebook
Yeah.
chat.
Oh shit, I missed it.
Like, are you asking me to look at the blueprint for you?
No, I didn't realize you.
You can't even be asked
sending
to
me.
look at the blueprint yourself. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll tell you what. If I take a peek at it from the ground floor, there does seem to be one door of entrance, but multiple windows. There are windows on upper floors as well.
Oh, those are doors versus windows. I see.
yeah,
There's four doors.
So the door is the larger rectangle that is bigger than the wall, while windows are thinner than the wall, it looks like.
yeah,
Yeah, the
basically
walls
the
for
same
the
exact shape, just thinner.
yeah the windows are thinner than the walls. The doors are thicker than the walls. That's what the rectangles mean.
Yeah. So there's one door to get into the compound. I guess surrounded by walls. And then there are two
Interesting
doors
way
in
of
that
describing a room.
corner. Yeah, with the doors.
There's a door of entry surrounded by walls. Yeah, room.
No, I mean it's a literal wall. It doesn't look like a building whatsoever, right? Because it's
Yeah.
you see the building inside of the strange shape. So that would tell me that this is an outer barrier of some kind.
Oh, you mean the giant surrounding shape that
Yeah.
surrounds the first floor? Yeah, that's an outer wall. Yeah.
Right. So
And then there's
outer
the one
wall,
door that leads in. Yeah.
one door, which seems odd. I wonder how tall it is.
I'll tell you
It's like
what, because Darwin was away looking up for information. Darwin, if you want to roll me a little check to see if while you were away you learned any information about the history of Kolat Tower, you may indeed roll me a history check.
no stream. 22.
Ooh, you learn the following information. Kolat Towers once belonged to two eccentric brothers, one by the name of Dulark, and the other by the name of Alcador. Both were wizards. So these are wizard towers, essentially.
Hmm.
Over the time, the brothers discovered new ways to harness magic. But Dulark became paranoid that others might steal their secrets. He encased Kolat Tower in a magical force field. Dulark's paranoia continued to grow until he suspected Alcador of selling their secrets. Alcador left the towers, never to be heard from again. And Dulark became a recluse who died in his own fortress. That is the information that you learned from, the history of Sharn, kind of while you were dealing with bureaucracy. You can share that with the group if you please.
Yeah, so the previous owners of said tower were two wizards. Essentially, they, you know how wizards do. They hoard information, think they're so smart, then they get. I mean, they're basically knowledge dragons, right? They're afraid of people taking their knowledge. And so one of them encased it in a force field. And then they started to kind of turn on each other. So one ixnayed, bailed, and then the other one just, sat in his tower until he died. I'm guessing at some point Boromir swooped in and set up camp, set up shop.
Boromir, the son of the steward of the Gondor, he came in. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I give you shit. Boromar, you got it right the first time.
Faramir was really pissed.
Yeah, Faramir's like always Boromir. Fuck.
Boromar.
Nobody ever talks about Clan Faramir.
That's the new game that rises up after Bormar's gone. Clan Faramir.
He deserves his attention too.
Bormar would have gotten more attention. Sorry.
So yeah, that's where the force field came from. Makes sense that it wasn't Boromar that put it there. But I guess, wait, how did you guys get so many amulets? I'm assuming that someone's holding them, but
Black
Yeah,
maybe not.
Viper. She got them all for us.
Who?
The Black Viper. Did we not tell you about her? This is her, by the way. Here she is. She's really cool.
Selena points to the Black Viper, who is not there.
Oh, shit. Well, she's gone now, I suppose, but she's really kind of cool. She's like this thief that robs from the rich, and she's got a great aesthetic too.
Robs the rich and keeps it.
She was gonna say gives to the poor, but no, she just keeps it.
Was there actually a Black Viper, or did you go on a bopping spree?
There's a real Black Viper. I wish I went on a bopping spree. Oh, that would be a dream.
Translation: Selena is looking forward to the next massacre.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we never found that assassin.
We'll do it later.
Got a little sidetracked, yeah.
Well, let's go to Colot Towers, right?
Guys should be changing your names to the Platinum. Ooh, a squirrel. Side quest. Ooh.
Well, I'm
okay.
I'm working
I'm
on the
still in
entry
service.
plan right now.
Yeah, we gotta
Okay, I
make
got
sure
you.
that we're leveled up in case there's a boss behind the next door. That's why I'm taking every side quest.
Hey, it's a milestone, baby. Colot Tower. You rob it, I'll give you your level that I've been holding on to. All right, let's go.
Well, I'm
Boomer
still,
goes. Oh yeah, Nero, you went shopping. Okay, you get there and the little gnome is there. She goes, "Oh hey, Nero, good to see you. What can I get for you today?"
hey, good. What kind of spell scrolls do you got on you?
Oh, all kinds. We're the Scrivening Guild. Let's see. I'm gonna go look through. Get out my little book here. Gonna go to my shelf. Installing. Let's see who's in the neighborhood. Oh, that's me. These are all guilds. Fucking bullshit. Please hold. Bulk the Banishes Guild, everything. There we go. You head over. She goes, okay. You're looking for some spell scrolls. I got plenty. I think the easiest way I've found to do this is to ask you how much you're willing to spend on a scroll, or how much money you got to spend.
Okay. I got like 150 gold on hand, and better than anyone, I got more gold in my back pockets at the bank.
Hey, all right.
So
How can I narrow this down for you then? Are you looking for a number of first level spells? You're looking for something specifically for a task. One many
Protection and sneaking.
protection and sneaking. Okay, I could do that. So let me start with my heavy hitter. Let me go up front for you. I've got a scroll of modify memory, 5th level. You make a mistake, you want somebody to do something, or you want them to believe something has happened to them or didn't happen to them. Modify memory. If you're creative, it's a very, very powerful spell. 5th level. Very expensive. Very helpful. Okay, sneaking and protection. Let's see what else I have. I got a greater invisibility. Very, very short term, but in combat, very powerful because it lets you swing your sword and cast as many spells as you want, so long as you can hold the concentration. Going down the list from most expensive to least expensive, of course. Protection.
I can't cast 5th level spells.
You can try to. You just can't cast them without issue, essentially.
Okay.
You'd have to make a check to see if you waste the spell or not.
Okay.
Goes, okay, moving down the line, protection. I do have spells of counterspell and dispel magic, which are very good abjurative spells. Some of the most popular, I would even go as far to say. I have non-detection, which hides you from all forms of divination. Sneaking and protection. I've got a standard invisibility spell. Sneaking and protection. I've got arcane lock. Lock a door behind you. No one's getting through it unless they've knocked down the whole door. Sneaky, unseen servant. If you need something to invisibly go in, collect something for you, come back. Unseen servant's very, very sneaky. Shield. I've got plenty of shield spell scrolls.
Mage
Find
armors?
familiar can be sneaky. Yeah, I've got plenty of mage armors. Sure. Sneaky. I would say that's what I got for protection and sneaking. Those would be what I got for you. That's probably best.
Anything like and I described what Viatelli used to do, like Misty Steps. Do you have any of those?
Oh yeah, I got Misty Steps.
Okay. Tell me how much this would cost me. What's your name again, Ryan?
Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Her name is Pellic. Pellic the Sims.
Pellic. Okay, Pellic. Let's say one mage
Let me get out my
armor.
ledger.
Okay.
Let me get out my ledger.
Okay.
Oh, wrong side. Oh, wrong side again. Okay, there we go. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, let's say one mage armor, one shield.
Okay. So, first level spells, you want 2 of them?
Mm-hmm. One Misty Step, one invisibility.
Misty Steps and Invisibilities are 2nd level. 2 of those, okay.
And at least one dispel magic.
Oh, okay. 1 3rd level spell. Okay. Let me just contabulate the total for you. I'll put it all together in the end. So, your dispel magic is going to be 150 gold.
Okay.
Your 2 2nd level spells, your Invisibility and Misty Step, is going to come out to 150 as well. Both together, so 75 each.
Okay.
And lastly, your 2 1st level spells are 25 each, so that'll come up to 50 gold. So at the end of the day, you're going to be spending 350 gold pieces.
Okay. I only have 150 on me at the moment, but more than anyone, I have that gold I could spend on it. Just
sure.
I will come back here, I promise, and give you the rest, the other 200.
Oh, you want me to give them to you for free? And you want to just promise me that you'll get me the gold one day?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm promising.
I would really love to, but I'm not an independent seller. I work for a guild, and I would get in a lot of trouble if I did that.
Okay, hold on. He's gonna run back upstairs. Hey guys, can you spot me 200? Spells to help out. Spell scrolls.
What are you buying?
Spell scrolls to help us.
What fucking spells?
Misty Step, invisibility, dispel magic. That's potentially a really important one.
You're not wrong.
You're not. I thought you were
I
money
am.
bags though.
Yeah, but I don't have it all on me. It's at the damn bank because they can't have it
Oh.
on me, or else I'm gonna get robbed.
I will loan you the money if you promise to do me a favor.
Yes.
Promising-
Yes.
Promising a favor from a fae. Oh boy. Like,
Hey, Nero. This is Sharn, baby.
yeah, like Nero
Whatever that
dreads the
means.
possibilities of what she could ask. But like, okay, fine. I'll pay back the 200 gold
Okay, it's a deal. But don't forget the favor.
and a one small favor. Yes, that is not deadly.
It is not. Sure. Here's your gold.
Like,
Sure. She's like she claps your cheek. Sure, whatever you say. All right. You are now Turner Goldmore, and you can run over and you can buy your spells without issue. You may add spell scrolls. You know what spells you just asked for, so you can add them to your inventory,
okay.
but mark off the gold.
Okay, you got it.
That's 350 gold pieces total.
Yeah, and I owe her 200.
You sure do, and a favor.
Oh no.
How exactly does one get from K13 or 14 to K11?
Oh boy, hang on.
Tally's just
Go
still looking at the blueprints.
I have so
Oh,
many
you guys
different
are gonna love
blueprints
it.
of them.
It's the most
What about
crude
just
shit you've ever seen.
what about just go through the tower?
Go
K13
through
to
the
where?
tower
13 to
K-
where?
to anywhere, really.
You go through the door
Okay, where does that door lead?
to K12.
No, you come from K12 into K13.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, so it's a
and
closet
that's
with a window?
it. Maybe
Or-
yeah, it might be a closet with a window for all you know, or a bedroom or something. You know, but that's it.
So I followed this
Maybe
whole line.
Well,
And
those are stairs in K12, so K12 leads to somewhere else.
it's not like a door window because it has a thin and a thick.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah,
Listen, I didn't make these.
I understand.
Which is
I'm
the
not,
coast rating. You guys are experiencing my pain as a DM right now. These fucking shitty ass. You pay all this money for these books. You make these shitty fucking maps.
I'm sure a lot of thought went into this map. I'm just like I'm tracing.
I don't.
Literally. I'm
I
following.
don't think a lot of thought went into it.
Probably not.
I thought they went, oh, it'd be cool if they had a room with this, this, and this, and then they just fucking puzzle piece that shit together.
Which, to be fair, that's most DMs.
Okay. But
Yeah,
Uh,
most, not me. I'll take it. I'll take it.
if we follow this line, we will basically get stopped at K13, K14, which is the
Well,
easiest
should we do
path. I guess.
another
Well-
line? We don't know
Well, I guess-
where we need to go.
So I guess the idea is that like that is a side structure that is attached to the tower. So that consider that like a third building. So you get to the very top, that's the end of the building. You go down, and then you go into the tower proper itself, and then enter into the tower at the second level.
Hmm. Problem is, I don't
Yeah,
see a door to get
so it's-
into the tower.
Yeah, K7. Level 2, K7.
K7 gets you up to K12.
There's a door.
No, K3
So you go
to
through-
K7,
you go
and then
through-
you go into K6. Yeah.
Yeah, so K3 gets you to K7 through the ladder, through the stairs, and then you can take the door to go into K8, which leads you upstairs to the quote unquote attic, top floor, whatever, that end. Or you can go through the other door in K7 to go into the tower itself, and then follow the stairs upstairs in K6.
Well, we're all arguing. Does anybody want to buy potions of healing in case we get trouble?
Would be
says,
nice.
Also, can I have more money?
No, I've spent mine.
I'll just send what I have.
The sun has officially gone down. Darkness falls over Sharn. You don't know where the Black Viper is. Maybe Colette Towers? Considering you have a sky coach and she doesn't, it would be impressive if she got there before you.
Brooding over the city, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, from a distance, that's what they see. They like look up at the top of the tower and see all of you standing on this platform. 6 warriors standing with the moon at their back at the lowest towers, and they're like, "Damn, those guys are probably the great defenders of the city." And you're hearing like, "Okay, no, if we spend 25 gold on healing potions, then we can't spend it on shield scrolls." It's like, "Can we get to the tower?" It's like, "No, no, 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 no. We're gonna make a deal. Make me a deal, and I'll give you the money." And like that's
It's like a Shark Tank episode.
yeah, it's a no-go for me, bro. I'm out.
If you take that deal, we will all have a moment of silence.
Okay, guys, what are we doing? We're gonna stand on this tower top all night, or are we gonna go hit call out towers?
Let's do it.
There we go. All right, you guys go to Dover. It says, "Hey." I mean, you just walked away and now you're back. But what do you? Where am I taking you guys? North Edge to those towers you keep talking about?
Yeah.
All right, that's what you want. You got it. Up aboard.
Can I choose the
Forward.
prettiest necklace?
Of course, they're all the same, but yes.
Oh, I still picked the prettiest one.
Okay, you picked the least tarnished of them, like the newest looking one for sure.
Great.
Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna close
Smokey
some
gets
of
one
these.
too.
Yep, Smokey's got one, like a little necklace. It's kind of hard to get on her because she's constantly trying to like headbutt you, Selena, in affection.
Oh, dude. Wait till you have to put eye drops in the cat's eye. That shit is fucking worse.
Fucking goes bananas.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I am gonna shoot you guys an image of Kolot Towers. It's kind of like a thematic image of what you see as you approach. And we're gonna get to this heist today, this year even. It's gonna be, it's awesome. It's great. But first, I need to use the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay.
Look who's fucking slowing us down now.
Yeah, who's the
fucking
dead?
bio break.
Yeah, who's the dead weight now?
This motherfucker. Oh shit, he's back. He heard everything.
I like your idea, Darwin.
It's.
I just don't know if there's like anything to be
ODSTs,
gained
dude.
from it. Yeah, like,
I don't. Yeah, I don't
what
know
would
if
be-
there's.
I don't know if
Yeah.
we're bypassing anything worth it.
Well, they're probably keeping the eye somewhere in the higher reaches of the tower because that's where, like, I don't know, penthouses are. And if we go
I
in,
guess someone with high dexterity might be able to land on a roof.
Is there a way that I can
Yep.
have that image of the blueprint and like have like a shared image so everybody can see where my cursor is? Is that a Google Doc?
You could.
You could share your screen.
I
Yeah,
think
if you
Ryan
share your
has to
screen
allow
and
that though.
then like whiteboard, you could do that.
What is white?
It's an option in Zoom where you can draw on it and then people see it.
Ah, nice.
I don't know if we can land on it because they seem to have like the pointy type of towers, not like the flat top type
Exactly.
of towers.
So like maybe Tally could do it with like a high acrobatic, but I'm just gonna bounce off.
Yeah, but it's like it's also the fact that like
You won't bounce off. You'll go through.
it's like, dude, if we just smash through the are you just gonna smash through the roof and alert everyone in the towers that hey, we're coming in?
Don't you weigh like 400 pounds like standard as a Warforged?
Something like that. But I mean, this thing is still made of stone.
Katosh, just for the record, is a beefy 97 pounds.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Gron's heavy.
Hey, Ryan.
That you had to use less telekinesis to lift yourself up.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
Could you accept my share request?
What do you mean? What's your request?
I just sent it to you.
Oh my. Okay. Sure. Go for it.
Okay.
That was awesome.
So the high.
If I can. Okay. Here we go. All right. So here we've got the tower, right? Now.
Mhm.
I don't think you're sharing, buddy.
Yeah, I
I
can
can see it.
Oh, never mind. Fuck it. What do I
Just
know?
want to look at my face. We go in here, right? Now, if we go in through here, that door is probably going to be shut. If it isn't, we have a sight line all the way through. As we're going in, not sure what that's supposed to be. Oh, this is a possible breaching wall in case we don't want to go through. So we're gonna need some, some good stuff there. Possible Eldritch Blast action. We go in through there. This area goes up to K7. So once we go to K7, up these stairs, we can either go here, spiral staircase, or to K8, and up to K12. Like I was saying, K14, another possible breaching wall. If we go to the right, K13, another possible breaching wall. Not sure how to get into this section here.
Dude is such a marine.
Mm-hmm.
Living out my
take
ready or not.
you
Huh?
take the invisible
Oh.
staircase up to K11. It says so right there.
Oh yeah. As I noted, don't look at that. Hold on. There we go. Masterpiece. So if we look in this section here, I took the liberty of highlighting the invisible stairs up to K11. Which those would bring us roughly here. But it doesn't look like there's any other way to get up here unless we hit those invisible stairs. So keep a watchful eye. Then going up those stairs, we can go to K15, I believe.
Dude, Black Viper's so cool, man.
All right.
Yeah, let's consult her about this.
And then 4, 5,
Gr-
6.
Gron's worked with these guys
Can
before.
we
Maybe he
just
knows
move
their
this
MO.
along, or I'm gonna go kill him myself while you guys, do whatever it is that you want to do out here? Because
Well-
no plan is going to survive contact with the enemy. So
Let's
let's
just
go
start going
contact the
in.
enemy, for fuck's sake.
That's fair.
I'm casting mage armor from the spell scroll, and I'm also Ryan, and I'm also going to be casting false life with one of my spell scrolls.
You bought Foss. When did you get? Oh, you get that's from another. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's from further back.
Cool. Okay.
I'll go ahead and summon my turret and pop a bubble. Everyone gets some temp HP.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Oprah. Oprah Winbot.
11.
Just casual racism. Nice.
Dude, that's
Good
some
shit.
11 is nothing to laugh at. That's like
Yeah,
No,
that's
no, not at
fucking
all.
usually
amazing.
2 hits. That's damn.
That's
11's
not supposed
great.
at all. Oh my god,
Uh,
cat.
I'm specking out of it soon. So
So as you guys are standing in this back alley, Dover having dropped you off, like Tally's in the corner, like pointing at it, and Gron kind of just like steps on the map in the dirt and walks over it. Tally cries a little bit. You guys, you'll see on the rooftop nearby, sort of perched there, Assassin's Creed style for sure, is the shadowy hooded figure that you assume to be the Black Viper. She jumps off and kind of slows before she hits the ground and just kind of lands. And in her other hand, you see she kind of makes a whipping motion, and this grappling hook from the top just kind of unlatches itself, and she kind of catches it and starts roping it up as she walks over to you guys.
I was Sally, but pretty good for someone who's over 100 years old.
So, are we ready to heist this bitch, or we're having a back alley circle jerk?
Oh.
Gotta give me one of those.
What, a grappling hook?
How do you recommend we approach?
She'll go into her satchel, she'll take out a backup grappling hook, and she'll toss it to you, Tally. She says, "It's on me."
Thank you, Viper.
You may add a grappling hook to your inventory. It's not as nice as the one she has, but, you know.
What will this go in? My bandolier from Crazy Teenager, my backpack, my quiver, my equipment?
Just have it dangle.
She'll walk over to you, Darwin, say, "You're new."
Hi, I'm Darwin. I assume you're the Black Viper.
You assumed correctly. And she'll do a little sort of cross-legged, like, very presentary, a little presentation of a bow.
I angle my head and then also curtsy.
She chuckles as you do so. She says, "All right, team, what's the plan? What kind of people are we? Front door, window?" You give me front door.
A lot of people in this party are front door.
Yeah, she kind of like looks at Selena's hammer. Yeah, I get that.
We could approach from converging angle.
Yeah. You two grappling hook enthusiasts take window while we go door?
It's okay when it's just one of you, but I mean, a whole team of 7 people climbing the side of the tower is going to draw attention eventually.
No, only you and me.
Oh,
And
me and you. Okay. We do a little infiltration, they distract on the ground. That's fun. I've never worked with a team before. This is a lot of fun.
It opens up possibilities, I find.
Thank you. I could.
Sure.
One thing I could do is I could disguise myself as a Boromar agent and try and bring these guys in as prisoners to distract the guys down below.
You must be a pretty good guard to have taken this entire group all by yourself.
Well, maybe I could disguise. Well, maybe Gron could pose as. No, wait, they saw him too.
What's your name?
I'm not posing as one of them. I am going to pile their corpses in the hallways.
Yeah, yes, we know that.
Okay, yeah.
Gron's gonna stand for any kind of plan. We might as well just point him and let him do his thing.
Yeah, why don't Team Slaughter take the ground, and me and Tally will do it the thief way.
I think we're stronger all together.
Oh,
But-
sure. If you think so. I'm new to all this. I kind of run solo, you know. So whatever you guys want to do, I'm.
Sally, do
happy
you
to
trust
follow.
us one to have your back in case you get in a sticky situation up there where we can't reach you, or do you want to lend your considerable attack power onto Team Slaughter?
You worded that in the perfect way.
I'm happy to go solo on the climb up the side of the tower way and meet you guys in the middle somewhere if you want.
You need any help sneaking up there?
I don't need help. If you want to come along, that's another story.
I got something that could help.
Well, if he is not, look, she puts her hands. She goes, it looks like, you know, if he's not coming, because it's better to stick together. Why are you coming?
I was just offering to help. I got stuff that can. I got magic that can help.
Gron, you want to
sneak
count us off?
Okay, yeah, let's make it simple. I'm gonna go scale the tower. Uh, hey, I'm open to company, but if you guys want to stick to a group, do your thing, or keep me with you, whatever. I don't care.
I'll go with
How,
you guys are
how
gonna.
durable? How durable does that door look?
Over here. Um, okay, you walk through. You guys all start walking through the streets. I'm gonna say for the time being, the Black Viper is gonna stay with you guys, until such a time as I don't know. She thinks she'd climb a tower or something. She's here to do this as a group, so she'll stick with you guys. But if you feel you want her to go up a tower, she'll go up a tower. Let's see. You guys make your way to the gate here. You put on your necklaces. The door seems unattended. It is an iron wrought gate, however. You guys all walk through the force field. Easy as can be.
Selena put away her symbols and stuff because she's got all her badges and symbols.
She's got the fucking like a layer of badges down the side of her. Yeah, you tuck them all away, no problem. Yeah, you guys walk through up to this iron wrought gate. Let me check on the gate here real quick. Give you that information. Not investigate. Oh fuck, won't tell me. It looks pretty fucking sturdy. It's an iron rock gate. But luckily, you have a master thief with you. She'll just, like, without asking, kind of kneel down, go into her bag, quickly pull out some thieves' tools, and you're like, I bet you can't get it open before. And the door opens. She goes, oh, sorry, was that... Should I have, like...
It's good to deal with a professional.
Oh, glad you think so. I want to step on toes or anything. Doors open, and you guys meander on inside. Front door is right there. You want to take the front door?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
So much for heist.
I mean, it feels like
Someone
the door
already got
opens. It sounds like you all want to go through the front door, right? I'm getting sent somebody. Is somebody opening the front door? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Fuck
Gron
yes.
opens the Gron
Good call.
opens up the front door, and inside you're gonna see following. You see. Oh, I don't know why this is. Oh, what the fuck? A wall disappeared. Hang on. I'm giving too much.
it's a magic
just-
tower. That happens sometimes.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, you open the door into what looks to be a storeroom. Not particularly special. Do you want to proceed onward?
Yep.
I'll
Yeah.
step up with Gron.
Okay, Gron and Katash with the front. The party's kind of going. Oh, but
Selena's
Black Viper's
down
come.
too.
Selena's up there too. Okay, cool. Black Viper follows along, kind of looks legitimately like, almost like naive. I want to say naive, but it's got that like stars in her eye. Like, ooh, I've never done this before. Like, I've never been in a group.
I'll bring up the rear.
Never gone through the front door.
Yeah, literally, she's like, we're just gonna walk in. Want me to crouch? Okay, sure. Yeah, you open the door without issue. And inside, you are going to see what looks to be some kind of dining room. You see 3 Boromar agents at the end of the table. They're all playing cards. There's some moth-eaten banners hanging off the wall with ancient arcane sigils or something of the like. Then these guys kind of look up at you guys, and you look at them, and they kind of just give you like the nod of the chin, kind of go back to playing the game. They don't seem to mind your presence.
Can we do an insight check?
Sure.
We can get through the force field, then we're obvious.
Yeah, this isn't right science. However, I'm sure that. Oh yeah, let's just
21.
As the rest of the party believes, they're, they think that the shield has pretty much been their primary and very effective defense. So you get the sense that they're kind of lax in here. They're just kind of like, I don't know, you made it through the shield, you've got the necklaces. As far as they know, you're just here for some kind of clandestine meeting.
Where you
So they just kind of go back to playing their game. Keeping who? Oh,
And I'm going to continue walking straight towards him the entire time.
Yeah, you're just walking towards him. He goes, "Oh, the priest. She's kind of start leaning back in their chairs. I assume this is sort of like a orc walk. Let's call it.
It is what it is. It's a dude in armor with a shield and a big fucking axe.
Yeah, and he's got it all bare, and he's like walking forward like a Viking, I assume, right? Yeah, they kind of go, "Oh yeah, she's they're kind of fuck. I don't know. They took her upstairs. They're kind of like leaning back in their chairs as you're marching up to them. You're like right up to the first guy. He's like looking up at you like, "What's your problem?" on his face.
And I'm just gonna walk past him. Like check his chair if he's in the way. Kind of a hip check thing. Because if there's stairs, I'm gonna head like around the corner because that's where the stairs look like they were.
Yeah, you bump past his chair, and he's like, "Ah." As you do that, and then they kind of like go back to their game, like looking at each other, like, "What the hell is this problem?" And the rest of you kind of like, "Oh, sorry, excuse me."
Just like tiptoe through.
Yeah, you guys all tiptoe after Gron. They're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, what? So Don's having a meeting, I guess. I don't know. Black Viper steals that guy's coin first. And you guys, you walk into the next room. In the next room, you see another halfling. She is just, as you make it into the kitchen, you see this halfling woman. Just, I guess she's got like a cooking bib on, but she looks a little magey, and she's cooking. She's cooking away. She's got a little mage hand, like stirring a pot. She's chopping away carrots and celery with a knife, and seeming to like delight in her cooking. Door opens up. Oh, hey, what can I do for you? Hungry?
And Gron will proceed straight to the stairs.
All right, you walk up the stairs. Everyone's like, "Hi, sorry, excuse me."
Just inspecting.
Hi.
Thank you.
Heading to the priest. Sorry.
They go, "Oh, sure, yeah, later."
Yeah, we act like we belong. Totally.
Smells great.
Black Viper like takes like, I don't know, like just like a snack or something, some cut up carrot, like handful of cut up carrots, and uses the distraction to take her coin purse. And says, "Hey, thanks," and goes by and goes, "Oh yeah, no problem." And you guys keep going.
I grab a carrot too when no one's looking.
Got it. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, okay, sure, bye." You guys head up the stairs. Where do the fucking stairs lead? Up to K7. Okay. Woo, this is moving quick. Hang on. I'm getting a little bit by your haste. K7. Okay,
got a really good diagram that shows.
Yeah, you're telling me. K7 leads up to there. Perfect. Okay, you come up to K7. As you are now at K7, you are going to see this room seems to contain a burly Warforged. Contains like this sort of like battle-scraped armored Warforge with leather armor, sort of Warforge integrated into their body. They're in an overstuffed chair in the corner reading a book. There's a number of like picture frames and bookshelves. There's a blood-spattered rug covering the floor of dried blood. Furnishings, rocking chair, couch, ottoman. There's a mouth-watering scent that rises from the kitchen you just left. This Warforged just sort of looks up from the book. There's a door to the left.
Priestess.
Go through the door. Oh, Priestess goes. Points to the door.
Go through the door.
Okay. He just kind of goes back to reading. It seems like this is not my problem. All right, you go through the. Excuse me. You go through the door. Fuck, this is moving so Wait.
I'm sorry. I was like, that's look. We need to get Gron on a leash or something. He's just an
All
attack
right.
dog.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Hey.
We need to do this more often.
Yeah, this is going great. Are you kidding me?
Just
This
walking
is as
in somewhere
effective as
totally
your party's
works.
ever been. I'm fucking. Let's see. I just gotta guess what door he pointed you at. I just pointed him at a door. Now I gotta figure out what door he pointed you at.
For Gron, it's real simple. It's get as close to the center of all of them as you can get. That way you get maximum kill on the way out.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh boy, I'm so nervous. I'm sweating. Okay, can we tell? So you would have went up the stairs. God damn it! Now I gotta really figure out where she is. They wouldn't have put her up there. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's just do it this way. No. Ooh, that's where she is. Okay. Pointed you to this door, which leads you now into the tower. You open the door. Hey, there's some chests up on that ledge. But more importantly,
Mage hand.
Yeah, mage hand over there, sure.
On the way up.
What mage
Where are
hand
we in?
over there?
I got mage hand too.
K6. You're K6, yeah. Okay. If you use your hand and you make your way over, you open one of the chests.
I'll actually have my owl fly on the hand, and then I'll just look through his eyes, because he's my familiar.
Okay,
So
sure.
Look into the chest.
You open it up, and you are going to find in the first chest the following: 2 crystals. I'm gonna just post it to you guys, make life easy on you.
It works.
In the Zoom chat, your hands rummage around to find the following. Considering the pace you're going at, it's going to be difficult to transport it all into your pockets.
I help get him in.
Okay, yeah. He'll just grab the orb, because that's what he thinks looks pretty. He'll just grab it, mage hand it over to him. Oh, thank you. And just put it in the
Okay.
Yeah, I quickly, my hand moves back and forth quickly, grabbing all the stuff.
Well, it's on a ledge across the way. You can't. You have to go over onto the ledge somehow.
Okay, good. No, I have mage hand, but
Oh, you have mage hand. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then you can send your hand with Katash's, and you can take one item, because unless you want to hold back, because Gron's on the move. Feels like.
yeah, I'll grab did he take the orb?
Yep.
I'll take a rod.
Oh yeah.
Excellent choice.
All right.
What? Is that a joke? No, never mind.
All right, you continue up the stairs, presumably, and you are going to get to K11. Don't mind the invisible stair thing; it's not invisible. Or maybe it was, but it's not anymore. Move up to K11. Yeah, I hate this map so much. It's so annoying. Okay. You make your way into this sort of laboratory-esque area, and I think that's where you're. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Any notes on the table?
Well, I'll tell you what you see. There are notes on the table. The notes are it seems to be for creating poison. It's some kind of, it's something called Midnight Tears. Midnight's Tears or something like that. It is, by the scrawling on it, it looks like that it's like basically being translated by whoever works here. It's like it's a half complete or half transcribed, decoded recipe for poison called Midnight's Tears. You can take that if you wanted. On the actual table, there is an alchemy set and a poisoner's kit. There's a number of tinctures there, and you also see a bound and beaten Sephia. She has some veins kind of up her neck. She looks like she's endured some poisons, shall we say, and some kicks and some punches. She's just like unconscious on the floor, manacled.
I'll whisper to the Black Viper to undo the manacles. Please undo these manacles quickly.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then I'll fly over and with my owl, he'll sit down on her back. He'll put his wings on her, and then I'll cast Cure Wounds through him.
Got it. Cast Cure Wounds. Go ahead and roll it.
Yep. Just because it's more than Healing Word would be.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
What can I... What?
Go ahead.
15.
15 HP. She's your ally, so I'm not gonna... Anyway. You heal her from the owl. The owl kind of flutters off of her. She stirs. She's kind of, her hand kind of gets released. And she looks up to see the Black Viper over her. She goes, who are you?
This is an ally for now.
Oh.
Here to get you out of here. But
you're
have any
the
idea
bartender, right? Spit some blood out. She's like, "Oh, I'm missing a tooth. Fuck."
Do you have any idea where the head of this tower could be, or where they might be hiding?
Head? What? Oh, like, yeah, no, Fluxen, he's here somewhere.
Good. Yeah, you can stay close with us if you want. We're investigating, and then I'll just continue following everyone. I'll help her to her feet.
Yeah, she is going to cast a little spell on herself, actually. Provide herself with some healing. And kind of shake her head and stand up and be like, okay, sure. Someone give me a weapon. Actually, fuck it.
Hand X?
Yeah, what do you give her? Just
Hand X?
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. She kind of...
You want a second?
I gotta cast magic. Thank you, though.
I'll take the poisonous kits.
Yeah, take the poisonous
Do
kit.
you know how to use it?
No, but I'm taking it.
I know how to use it.
Okay, we'll give it to you.
Sephia goes, 1 minute. She goes over to the table, and she uses the axe to kind of like quietly kind of push some splinters off of the side of the table, the wood table. And she's gonna take she's gonna kind of like sort through the little splinters until she gets like 3 long ones, and kind of like, look over her shoulders, see what she's doing if you really want. But she takes great. She takes like some threads from her kind of torn cloak, and she kind of winds it around the middle of the 3 and kind of holds it in her hand. And she doesn't notice that you maybe notice, and you kind of like, whatever. It's a dark 6 symbol. And she kind of just like palms it, covers her hand, and takes the axe in her other hand and goes, okay, good.
Okay, good. Let's carry on.
Okay. So I'm just getting her.
Sees all.
Oh, she sees all. What's your passive perception?
14.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Sure, you see it over her shoulder. Where the fuck is her staff block? There it is. Cool. Okay, sweet. You now have an additional member to your team. We love that.
Are we only here to rescue? Or no, we want the
Oh,
eye. Never mind.
You want the eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Sephia has joined the party. All right, you keep it upstairs. You're just gonna keep going upstairs.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo,
Important
up we
people live
go.
upstairs.
Hey,
What's this?
Gron, you heard of Black Tears before? Oh, shit. Never mind. This can wait.
Yeah, you're like, hey, Gron, you ever heard of? Oh, fuck. You head upstairs to see, and were you guys all just kind of like stop?
Hey,
like,
what's
oh,
this is crazy.
you're like, didn't expect. Nobody expected this one. You come into the top, and you are going to see this room connects the levels below and above. Smoke billows from 4 iron braziers around the circle. You are going to see 3 halfling apprentices bearing some kind of amulet around their neck. Actually, you'll identify. You guys confronted the cultists of the dragon below when you took out the Boromar lieutenant, where Sidon attacked you. These halflings are wearing Boromar marks, but they're also wearing this dragon below symbol. And they're standing around a circle, chanting incantations at this massive, red-furred, blued-skinned, absolute fucking monster of a gorilla-like creature, bound in like gilded, bronzed like barbs and stuff. There's something truly unholy about what the fuck you're seeing here, but it's just sort of sitting in the middle, kind of like, you know, like that, and it's just kind of like looking kind of motionless and uncertain as they sort of chant at it. And they turn and look at you.
That seems like our way out, no?
Is there another way to keep going?
Yeah, you can just keep going up the stairs if you want.
Yeah. Like, Sephia, play along with me. Like I'm moving Sephia like she's a prisoner, like she's on behind her back and everything.
Yeah, you all have this moment where you stare at each other, and Nero just like walks over to Sephia and's like, "Come on, you!" and you guys just kind of keep walking, like we're gonna pretend we never saw each other a little bit. Fuck, what am I gonna do with you all? Let's see.
If they start doing shit, I'm just gonna cast calm emotions and we'll keep going.
Yeah, they're like, wait a second, and you calm emotions. They go.
It feels like should I do his deception?
We should get back to our you know, profane chants and stuff every guy.
Yeah, they seem busy with stuff.
They gotta roll charisma saves, wisdom saves.
I mean, yeah, I'll cast if they're gonna do anything. I'll cast it. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they're like not gonna just like let this go.
Yeah, it would be a charisma save.
DC
14.
Yeah. So this is the thing, right? Like, we as humans are pack animals, right? So one of them, it doesn't hit them, and you're like, but she's like, what is going on here? And the other two go like, Javi, focus.
Relax, everything is in order.
Yeah, the other two are like, it's not important.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, the other two completely are like affected by it, and they go like, oh, whatever, and they start chanting again. The third one's like, wait, who the hell are all of you people? And the two go, Javi, focus.
Busy here. Peer pressure's a real thing.
Like, yeah, or she's like, these two people are like condemning her for having a very normal reaction. She's like, oh, okay, I guess.
Awesome, that worked. And then I'll push everyone in front of me.
Yeah, everyone just starts moving up, acting as casual as possible, moving up the stairs. And they kind of go back to, as you're going up the stair, the Bulgur, this gorilla creature's eyes kind of, and watch you all kind of go by as it remains kind of slumped. Gron?
I have a question.
Yeah.
The change in behavior, did it occur when they stopped chanting?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, you guys just keep on keeping on. No, nobody wants to roll no checks, no nothing. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Keep going.
All right, fair. This is the Black Viper's
We'll
like
use that.
Oh, go ahead.
We'll use that later.
Yeah, Black Viper's like, you guys are good. You guys are like just walking in the. You guys are really good. And you make your way upstairs.
Just act like you belong.
Because I guess so.
Glad that worked.
Me too. Very impressive. You guys come to a closed, like one of the few things in this place that looks actually like well put together and maybe more new is this like reinforced, like thick wood iron bar door that is a big old lock on it. And there's no way past it other than through it or opening it kind of thing.
I'll look at Viper and I'll look at the door.
Just hey, don't. Okay, I'm going. I know my job here, I guess. Yep, she goes over. This one takes a little longer. She goes, oh, this is a bigger lock. Not that I can't handle, just bigger lock. And then she's such a big feeling. And she sticks it away, and she just kind of like moves around Gron, says, after you, big guy. Don't let me get in your way.
Just open the door. Moving on.
You open the door, and you come into this, kind of busted up room now. There's no light in here. Everything's gone. And around the corner comes this sort of shambling, floating suit of plate armor. Just kind of comes at you guys, and everyone's like, ah! And we'll call the session there, I think.
Okay. Fair.
We'll call the session there. Yeah, we're like 4 minutes out.